So I can't do that.
I need to spend more time with you guys.
All right, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Sunday, another after school club. Today we got a lot of geek shit to talk about. Like always, I'm here with Migs. I'm here with Sally.
Yes.
Ed does not have electricity, so he's not gonna be with here this week. You already know if you're in Puerto Rico, you know how that shit goes. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Loki. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. That's gonna be the main topic. We're gonna save that. Let's start off with the Shang-Chi trailer. Everybody saw the Shang-Chi trailer, right?
Yep. Sadly.
Okay. I feel the second trailer didn't hype me up as much as the first trailer. At least, in my personal opinion, that's just how I felt. I thought it was cool, but I didn't get as hyped as I did for the first one. Apparently, Miguel didn't feel the same.
I mean, this one. I mean, I'm not gonna base my whole reaction off of that, but this one definitely with the cameos by the other characters. I was fucking shocked. I was like, holy shit.
Why is there a fucking echo?
Sorry, that was me. Sorry.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, I know
I
this.
tried. I even panicked and everything. I'm like,
Nigga, I was
shit.
like,
The voice of God.
Nigga, I was like, do not tell me that the girls fucked up this fucking headphones too. Like, I was about to get mad. But yeah, what were you saying there? I didn't
Not
hear
that
you.
this one. I mean, I think this one for me was like the holy shit factor of the cameos. We just happen to sprinkle in these characters just for the hell of it, and you're like, oh, where the fuck did those come from? Especially the one at the end.
Exactly. We're fucking Abomination.
Yeah.
And is it confirmed that it's this fucking
Dragon.
No, not here. I'm
No.
talking about
Ching Fan Foom?
no, Wu. Is it Wu? That is Wu that's fighting him? Is it not
Wang?
Wu?
You talking about Wang?
Wang, nigga.
Wang.
One. Oh yeah, one. Yeah.
I was
I
like, Wu.
don't think it's confirmed. I don't think it's confirmed.
No,
Everybody's
it's just-
speculating. It's way too blurry. It's just
It's
we're
just
not
a
even
chubby
sure.
Asian
We're
guy
not
in
even
there.
sure if the dragon. We're not even sure if the dragon is Fin Fang Foom. It could be because there's like merchandise leak for the movie, and
As
they
always.
have a dragon, a guardian dragon. It's not named Fin Fang Foom. It's another thing, something else or whatever. So it could be. The interesting rumor I did see was that possibly what's her name? The one that's playing his mom.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, they're saying that. I'm okay. I don't know too much about the dragons or whatever, but supposedly they're like shapeshifters, right?
So his mother's a dragon?
They're saying that supposedly his mom could be like one of the dragons or whatever. Or blah blah blah. So I find that pretty interesting. I'm hyped for the movie. I mean, my whole thing with this is just like I'm super duper curious of how everything. While it's in the film, sale photo they're chilling on set. Yeah, there was photos of them hanging out where they're not on the. I don't know if it's the same picture I saw, but the day they were filming in a certain area, they were caught off screen, like hanging out at some fucking local place near the set or whatever. It could be him. What's up, Orengo, by the way?
Nigga, it's
So I just my
Chinese
whole-
people, nigga.
Yeah, what are you trying to imply?
Nigga, they making a Chinese movie. Everybody that's Chinese in MCU is gonna be on the fucking set, nigga. This is their thing,
I
nigga.
thought,
Yeah,
I,
I
thought
think-
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say like they all look the same. That's fucked up.
Nigga, if they make a fucking a Marvel movie that's where like a Puerto Rican, nigga, Mark Anthony's gonna be on set. Jennifer Lopez is gonna be on set. Like all the fucking Puerto Rican stars, I just gonna be there to see it.
Manuel Miranda vendiendo piragua.
Nigga, piragua, nigga.
Let's not get into that. Anyway, so my whole curious thing is just like how the common theme throughout all the phases is that all of these things feel like interlaced somehow and like they're kind of building up towards something. And the same cultural impact as something like Black Panther did.
I don't know. For me, I don't know how Black Panther was received in Africa versus African American culture. Like I don't know if Shang-Chi is going to have a drastic differently cultural impact in Asia versus Asian Americans, because Shang-Chi himself looks more like an Americanized, like the character looks more Americanized Asian versus his mother and his father and shit. So I don't know. I think in America, Like if you're a teenager, you like Marvel, you're Asian, this shit is gonna blow you out the water. Like just like what black kids didn't have when they had Black Panther, it's gonna be a strong impact. I feel in America. I don't know how it's gonna be taken in Asia because I feel like I've already heard them saying like they've already said that they don't like this and they don't like that.
Yeah.
I've said it once before. I hope it doesn't turn into like they portray certain traditions of what like I hope the villain isn't like all about like these are traditions that are passed down generation through generation from our culture, and you
Yeah.
fucking went to America and said piss off, and then he says he's the main character at the end is gonna be like ha American Chinese, Americanized Chinese all the way, fuck you China, like you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying. And
I
you know
hope it
how
doesn't go
they
down
have
like that.
Well, it can get political very, very fast.
Yes.
that.
Some sort of
Oh, yeah.
African American.
Yo lo digo porque-
Lo digo porque el que hace Shang-Chi is betting que this is gonna be the equivalent of Black Panther, but for Asians. I mean,
However,
I
but
feel in
the thing
America
is-
it's like that.
Pero la cuestión es que no sé cómo explicarlo bien porque esto es un tema bastante, tú sabes, controversial
Yeah.
de la manera que you word it.
Ujú.
¿Se acuerdan el documental de Marvel que salió después de WandaVision? Que
Yeah.
was explaining a lot of the characters and how
yeah,
it's
like Marvel
diversified.
started,
Yeah.
yeah.
Una de esas, uno de los segmentos they were talking about Asian characters in
Mhm.
Marvel comics, and you see the yellow,
The yellow
tones that they
color.
use, so desde un principio, like it's bad, like it's
Mhm.
super bad, like it's super racist when you look at it.
Yeah.
Pero no se siente igual making an Americanized or Westernized Asian than to do an African American, porque I think we're more used to it. We have more information, we have more details, more to relate. Right now we don't, and it's sad. And siento que un poquito sad de que it has to come to this to pay attention to it. Like hay tanto Asian like actors, Asian Americans, and hay tantas cosas que se pudieron haber hecho antes que podíamos apreciar antes de que venga Disney a
Mhm.
implementarlo. Oh, this is good. O sea, porque Mulan no cuenta.
No.
Y we all know why. It was pretty controversial, pero yo lo que pienso es que it feels different. It might be the equivalent of Black Panther if they do a good job. Y si they don't make any they don't force it,
That's what I'm saying. It's like Miguel. It's like Miguel said. Black Panther, like he was in Wakanda, which was like
yeah, I was
Africa.
just
You know
about
what I'm
to
saying?
say
It
that.
wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't T'Challa. T'Challa wasn't.
T'Challa
from
didn't
Brooklyn.
pander to fucking nobody, son.
Yeah, exactly.
T'Challa wasn't from Brooklyn. That he went. So it wasn't like Michael B. Jordan, like Eric Kilgore. Like he was born in L.A. So it's an African American that goes to Africa. So T'Challa
Yeah.
was fucking African. You know what I'm saying? They
Exactly.
represented a lot of the African culture in the country of Africa. Simu, he's an Americanized Chinese guy. You know what I'm saying? He's in whether it's LA or San Francisco, whatever.
He's a guy that abandoned his original culture to come to America because he didn't like what was going on.
I thought he got
For
like
everything that
10
he
years
suffered.
to
Yeah,
experience
exactly.
some shit.
Give an example, please.
Farewell, Aquafina, best thing she's ever done, so representation to some degree. But there's nothing that's ever gonna match the whole that
I
Disney
agree
and
with
Marvel
what
are like,
Lorenzo said, by the way.
that Marvel and Disney is gonna be international. So
Mhm.
like how many people actually saw the farewell? You know what I'm saying? Like who hasn't heard of Shang-Chi right now?
Yeah, everybody and the grandma they know
Exactly.
about
The
Shang-Chi
whole
right now.
of Marvel and Disney, what they could possibly do for the Asian community
Mhm.
with this movie is fine. Like there's gonna be a lot of kids that are gonna be able to feel that representation. Like when I saw,
Yeah.
like I said, when I saw Miles, when I saw Spider-Verse, I was like, yo, Spanish black kid living in fucking Brooklyn, motherfucking Spanish, his father's talking English, motherfucker got broken gandule, he's walking the street wearing Jordans. Like
Yeah.
I thought
You got
that's-
broken Spanish. He has broken Spanish.
There
Oh
you
my
go,
God.
nigga. There you go.
What?
son.
There you go.
Even nigga, that felt even better that he
Metaverse.
didn't speak fucking perfect Spanish, nigga. What's up, Metaverse?
Yeah.
Like that shit felt even more relatable to me. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And like for me, it's funny because when I saw the first trailer, I didn't know who that guy was. the actor that's gonna play Shang-Chi. And then I started watching Netflix, and I started watching Kim's Convenience Store and shit, where he's one of the main
Ah.
characters. And now that's all I fucking see is fucking Kim's Convenience Store when I see this fucking guy.
So in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things, also like I'm not expecting to see anything. How can I tell you? Like because of the difference of character, I'm not expecting to see like it. Como te digo? Like I'm expecting it to take a side, but at the same time, I'm expecting it not to take a side because at the end of the day, it's a money making product. Like they're pandering. Let's be honest. Like they have to pander. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? To like one demographic and another demographic because they don't want to lose on all the Chinese money.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? So they don't
Yeah.
want to ostracize the
Even if they
Americanized
ban the movie.
community. Yeah,
There you
Even
go.
if they ban the movie, doesn't matter. It's gonna make a lot of money.
yeah.
That's the
Sorry,
thing with
but yeah,
Disney, though. Nigga, like Disney, I bet Disney didn't want to do that with Mulan, but that's what ended up happening. So it's about can they do it? Because I'm expecting they wanted to have Mulan be like the biggest shit ever in China. And in China, they was like, what the fuck is this? What's this
Yep.
bullshit? What? They're like, it didn't connect with them the way they wanted it to connect. Now, with Marvel, are they going to be able to do it different? I don't know. I think the movie's going to be highly enjoyable to watch. I think there's going to be some dope ass scenes for us that we all going to like. You know what I'm saying? For me, myself, I wasn't always the biggest fan of the fucking Black Panther movie. I liked it. It's not my favorite Marvel movie. So I'm not expecting.
Because you're a fucking traitor. That's why.
Nigga, I was with Killmonger. Nigga, I was like,
I like
kill all
Killmonger.
these fucking people.
I liked Killmonger too, but ever since I saw that first trailer, I was like, yo, this movie feels totally fucking different from everything
me,
else. It has like
It
so much.
does.
I don't mean to be corny or whatever, because I'm kind of light skinned, but dude, I had so much fucking soul in that first trailer. I was just like, holy
And,
shit! And the song they used, what was it? Run the Jewels for that first trailer. I was like, this fucking shit looks insane. I'm dying to see this, and it did it justice when it came out or whatever. Like, streaming at least has helped with those people expand their palate. Watch other shit. Mataya didn't even. Yes, Lupin was very good. Pronounce it right, Lupin.
Yeah, but I don't like it, again. I don't know how Asian people are gonna feel represented. It's just like what we fucking saw happen with In the Fucking Heights. We all saw In the Heights. We liked it, but there's a lot of people that didn't feel represented in the fucking movie. So you're not gonna win everything. Even Marvel and Disney, they're not gonna win everything. So we're gonna have to see how many.
I want to say something about that.
Represented.
Okay, I understand que centrificaron a los puertorriqueños. I understand that, but you have to also realize that a lot of the cast was not Puerto Rican, and they still embrace that shit. So
I'm gonna say it
that's
really.
my
I'm gonna
take
say
on
it.
that.
I'm gonna be really fucking short. If you don't feel represented, then make your own fucking movie. It's really fucking simple, bro. If you want a movie with dark skinned fucking Latinos, make your own fucking movie. Use your money, because there's bastante motherfuckers that are famous that got money in the Afro-Caribbean fucking community. Yo, that's like when Oscar's so white. I don't want to hear that Oscar's so white bullshit.
Okay,
if you're Will
time
Smith
out.
and you're Tyler Perry and you got multi-millions of dollars, come together, make a movie with an all-black cast, and then boom, shakalaka.
But the other side of that coin, which I kind of agree with what you're saying. Fine, if you want to see something, fight. If you want to fight so hard for an ideal, then try to do it yourself. But the point is that not a lot of Latino directors as big as him have that opportunity, or not a lot of upcoming, people.
The movie was directed by a Chinese person. He didn't even direct it.
Not a lot of people. Okay, but he made it famous, Mamon. He had say in it.
Okay,
he had a lot of,
okay, with that accent happened real quick. Okay, Miami too long.
My point is, if he had the opportunity to diversify more, he should have. I'm kind of. Yo me entiendo con el piragüero. De batalla con el que vende helado en barco. So, in the heights of piragua me mató.
I know niggas that be like that. So
I'm sorry. I like the actual piragua song.
I know niggas that sell piragua just like that. So.
It was funny. Yeah. It was funny to me because I laughed at myself because out of all the great songs in that musical, the dumbest fucking one was the one that stuck in my head. And by the way, I saw the end credit scene the other days. I didn't know that there was like a special scene at the end.
Was it? What?
Yeah, there's a post-credit scene with the piragüero. He sings it again. It's
no,
I didn't know that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, there's a post-credit scene. You have to wait till the end of the movie, and there's another scene with the fucking piragua guy.
I did
I
not
did
fucking know
not
that.
remember. Yeah, I
It
don't
was,
remember.
and let me say, I found it fucking funny. I found it
But I
mad funny.
yeah, I think I was under
Hey,
the
dog.
influence of maybe
So,
alcohol at the moment. So yeah,
so
I
I
don't
can see
remember.
the other side of the coin or whatever. Like I've heard at first I was just like, Jesus Christ, why does everybody have to bitch about everything? Like when it's something
I
so positive
know.
for Latinos. But as more as I kept on like indagando and everything, and I heard different views and stuff like that. Es, mucha gente tiene el derecho de estar, mucha gente tiene el derecho de encantarse con la película y olvidarse de todas las otras quejas. But there's also a
Mm.
community that has every right to be like a little sour about it
Yeah,
between representation and Lin Manuel Miranda's certain fucking political choices or whatever going up to the film. Like,
yeah.
they have every right to be sour because you know.
Nigga, but
Yeah.
that's in everything. I can understand that. I'm dark skinned. Hardly none of the fucking characters look like me. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and bitch if I know I'm not gonna do nothing about it. If
Yeah,
I
but
know there's a lot of movies that I would love to see people like me in the fucking movie. My skin color, my accent, the way I talk. But yo, this is the only nigga right now that's making movies with Latinos. Like all right, his first big shit, he didn't include everybody. But when he did Hamilton, mostly all of them are dark skinned.
Uh-huh,
Like,
that's what I
like
was
how
just about to
what you
say.
want from this
Yes.
nigga? He's the only one that's doing something for us, whether it's light,
Yes.
whether it's dark. Like you want this nigga to be like his first movie, just Jesus Christ, make the perfect movie that
Hamilton,
represents
yeah, but
everybody.
Hamilton's thing is that also Hamilton was a slave owner, so it's just like you're preaching like moral en calzoncillo.
But I'm saying a
You know
lot
what I
of the
mean? Like,
characters are played
Yeah.
by black people that are not slaves. Like the actors themselves playing these roles, they're not all
yeah,
They're
but
not
that'd be
slaves.
like, pardon my French, like it's not the same extreme, but that'd be like a fucking musical where,
Yeah.
oh, it's okay how we it's okay how we fucking portray Hitler because he's played by a Jew. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
No,
understand. Yeah.
it's like
but what I'm saying is fucking Lee Manuel is like in his work he's giving chance to everybody in the Latin community to do it. He made this movie and there wasn't enough dark skinned Latinos in the main cast. Okay. But what you want to do is give the only fucking person that's given us a chance. Maybe his second movie, maybe his third movie, you have more. But you want to just shit on him desde el principio and not do nothing about it.
And
It's
the other thing
different if
is,
you're doing something. If you're
the,
not, talk shit.
the other thing is people okay, he's an executive producer. Yeah, he's putting the money, he's calling the shots. That's okay. But there's so much like there's a limit to what he can do because
yeah,
like
I agree with
it's
that too.
not his money. Like it's not really his money that he's spending on this cast.
Yeah.
He's not the casting director. Um, like there's so many things
See, I'm
that
matando.
he could control, but he's also very limited.
Oh, there goes the fucking Jerry Springer. I swear to God, the Jerry Springer.
Jerry,
It's like,
Jerry,
oh,
Jerry.
so you hate Mexicans and you hate Jews. Well, guess what? We just happen to have some Mexicans and some Jews in the crowd. Here's a knife. Use this. It's like,
Yeah, it's like it's what I can
Oh, man,
understand
but-
it. He's not the he has a lot of pull in the movie.
Yeah,
But,
he does, but he's
I
also
mean-
limited.
And exactly. Lamentablemente, when you see a novela, you see mostly light skinned Hispanics and shit. But I mean, this is his first like huge project like that.
Yeah,
Let my nigga continue working. Let him continue. This is his
Also-
first big thing, bro.
yeah,
Before-
I don't think it's a thing to cancel him. It was just people were upset. They voiced their opinions or whatever. Then then maybe he'll make
But-
something else that he'll
But
he'll
before I
he'll
forget,
yeah.
because I know I'm gonna forget, so I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you off, Miguel. But it's something that I really cannot forget, and I just remembered because I was also discussing this with my wife and Ed, who was just here. There's also something very important that nobody notices. Every single person that was there was a very talented singer. Not everybody that is on Broadway or sings very good is gonna be considered, and also it could be that their vocal training is not in part with what they're supposed to be singing. For example, I used to follow a Canadian actress for ages. She used to be in a web series, and the thing with her, she cannot sing pop songs to save her life. Like she could be kidnapped, and the challenge will be if you want to be let go, just sing me a pop song. And she cannot. Do you know why? Because she was taught and she was trained to sing in the opera. So not everybody that is in Broadway and that is in a certain, um, skin color or certain, like, qué sé yo, que sea de una manera bien específica, qué sé yo.
Yeah.
I want a very talented black singer, dancer that's also a female y que pueda actuar bien cabrón.
Hmm.
No mucha gente es así en Broadway y tampoco hay mucha gente que los considera para musicales y que sea con esas especificaciones. That's what I want to say. To those specs. No todo el mundo es latino, no todo el mundo es black, no todo el mundo va a estar representado y no todo el mundo puede cantar las canciones de la misma manera que se hicieron en la película. So that is also something that people fucking forget. And yeah, before I actually forget about that. So yeah, that is a very tiny detail and it's pedantic, but it's true.
And it's a product. These people, every movie you see is a product. People need to sell the product. So no matter what ideals you have, if you want this project to come into light, you're gonna have to, take a couple of strikes back. Maybe he wanted some more dark skinned people, but to get this fucking project out, lamentablemente, he can't do anything he wants. He isn't the boss either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
I mean,
Executive producer can do so much. Porque
I
para más decirte, ejemplo de ser executive producer. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. Toda la gente está diciendo, no, que si Stanley tiene un cojonal de chavo, like he's rich. Yeah, he's rich. Like he has, he used to have a lot of money. Pero ¿qué pasa? No, que si él es el executive producer. Eso era un título que él le ponían. He was not an executive producer. He did not call the shots. Eso era simplemente because he was doing the cameos. He was the guy that co-created the characters. So they gave him the title. He did not have anything to do with the fucking movies.
that's like
Si
Tom
no,
Hiddleston.
ujú,
Tom Hiddleston is
exacto.
executive producer in Loki. I doubt that Tom Hiddleston is calling the shots.
Maybe he's putting his input as what he wants
Uh-huh.
with the character because it's his character. Like, y si
Mhm.
a él no le gusta algo, y si a él no le gusta algo, posiblemente, I don't know, he can like do something about it, but he's not gonna be the one calling the fucking shots all the time. Porque hello, it's not his money. Like they're paying him, but it's not his money to spend.
Nigga,
But anyways,
why you lubing your hand, Pasty?
I fucking burnt my finger today, you asshole. I told you. That's what I fucking got to like keep my finger.
yeah.
I like this nigga just hearing our opinions and going, like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Oh, dude, you can't hear the ice pack like in the background. I keep on adjusting it so my finger. Then I gotta use the mouse. The worst finger
Yeah,
in this
man.
life you can burn is your fucking index finger because you forget how much you use fucking index finger for everything. I
Yep.
swear to
Man.
God, like
Nigga, I hate that. That's like when you get one nostril stuffy and the other one fucking not. And I'd be like, I fucking, all those days I took this nostril for fucking granted. Now I can't breathe in this motherfucker.
again, like
Oh, yeah.
the movie has it has its caveats. It's not perfect. There's a lot of things that could have been done better, but there's a lot of stuff that like man, like I watch it, I'm just like fuck. Representation does matter because there's a lot of things in that movie that just like como Latino.
Yes.
O sea, no necesariamente nos aplica a cada familia, but like certain things, like the whole family get together when they eat, the conversations with your parents and them as paternal figures of like, this is what I want and this is like projection, like not necessarily in the worst way, but our parents did that to us. Like, I think every Latin family does that to their kids. Like their word is the last word. You know what I mean? That whole dynamic when she has a conversation with her dad, and her dad is about to fucking like slack the table. Like I said,
The,
Oh,
only,
yeah.
the only thing I was
Trust me, I
disappointed
felt
in
it.
that scene is he should have let out at least one puñeta. Puñeta! That's what he should have let. He should have at least one out. At least one.
um,
Oh, yeah, I
and,
needed
and
one.
and the whole thing where like, dude, she's a grown ass woman and she's making decisions that are gonna affect her life, but yet most Hispanic parents they want what's best, what they think is best for you. And I think
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Hispanic community in general, that's a very big thing. Like that's everywhere in each family. Ellos tienen una meta para ti y es lo que ellos quieran. You know what I'm saying? Ellos quieren lo que ellos piensan que es lo mejor para ti. And sometimes, Spanish parents can be overbearing. I was just like, fuck, man, this is hitting like all the numbers.
Mhm.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Of a lot of, como te digo, like a lot of Latino families. You know what I mean? Like it had a lot of things that I was just like, fuck, this is like, how can I tell you, like hitting those soft spots. But well, it fell short on a lot of other things, and maybe it's light on us because again, representation does matter, and we felt
Mhm.
represented in certain ways, but other people didn't feel represented in certain ways, so it hits
Yeah.
more hard to them. So I respect their opinions or whatever, and Yeah,
Same
hopefully
thing.
his next movie, if it's a fucking musical or whatever he's gonna do, he'll have
Yeah.
more representation.
His
Same thing
next
could
movie,
happen in Shang-Chi.
yeah,
That's the only thing.
his next movie is about white people.
His next movie is about white people. I know he's doing. Is it a musical though? Is it like,
It's
or
a, it's
is
a,
it a life about a musical director? Or something like that?
I don't know if they're gonna be singing like if it's gonna be a full on musical or just has musical numbers. But it's supposed to be like a biopic about the guy that made Rent.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
I'll tell
And
you one thing. I tell you one thing, and it's kind of an unfair comparison, but I hope that everybody that fucking peeled Lin Manuel Miranda a new one about representation, when the fucking West Side Story comes out, I hope you motherfuckers have the same energy for whatever they put in that movie. Because if West Side Story is about a Puerto Rican and an Italian or a white person falling in love, and it's basically Romeo and
Yes.
Juliet in New York, right?
yeah,
Y'all motherfuckers
Yes.
better keep that same energy and be like, oh, we didn't feel represented in such way or whatever. I would have took out a machete instead of a fucking knife to get shank that
Venga,
guy
man.
or whatever. Like,
I feel
Miguel,
I feel like a lot
what?
of people. I feel
Miguel,
like
I have a task for you. I am so sorry, Miguel. I have a task for you. Can you look up the Shang-Chi trailer? Can you look if there's actually a graffiti of the power broker somewhere?
What?
Yes.
I'll do it after the show. I'm
Yes.
like, we're gonna fucking scroll through everywhere.
I'm so sorry, but the thing is, I was watching a fucking breakdown, right? And they
Uh-huh.
highlighted a power broker is watching graffiti. And I
I wouldn't be
just,
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
yeah. So
That shit got me.
I'm sorry for derailing the conversation. I'm just like, you know, I look up shit when
Yeah,
we're talking just in
yeah.
case. And yes.
There's so many again for me. There's so many questions with that fucking movie. Like, I want to know. You can't just throw this character into the fray and not have it somehow connected to the bigger equation or whatever. Because Disney isn't gonna put money behind the character if they don't have plans for him in the future. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's my curiosity is how those movies are linked. Um, the whole thing with the Abomination also.
Yes.
I wonder if that's the same version from the Universal movie with the Hulk with Edward Norton. Is that
Incredible
the
Hulk.
same? Huh?
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if that's the same version. Tim Roth. Tim Roth, right? Tim Roth. Am I getting that right? Or is that the
I
director?
mean, I would.
always get them
I
confused.
no. Tim Roth
I
is
would
the actor. Tim Roth
I
is
would
the
add
actor.
him.
I would
I,
have a
I
host, but
think.
and
I
there's
think
rumors. There's rumors he's supposed to appear in She-Hulk.
that's what I'm saying. You already have Thunderbolt. That's from directly from that movie here. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense if they was like, oh, we're gonna retcon fucking the bomb, and it's not this guy, since you already brought a character from there to them.
Yeah, but remember, timelines are a thing now. Like,
But that's what I'm
the
saying.
fucking
You
new
already have
thing. It's like it could
you
be.
have
That's
fucking
the
Thunderbolt
excuse.
there.
Es 2021 ha sido el año de fucking time travel, and 2020, 2021 has been the year of alternate universes, and having a fucking timeline is an excuse to like retcon shit. You know what I mean? So
We'll see. We'll see. I feel like that's probably Tim Roth's Abomination. They I don't know if they added some fucking fins or some
yeah,
shit that they
it's more comic
said.
book accurate. He has the original character has like some drawings of him. He has like some weird fucking finnage.
That's what
on
I'm
my hair.
saying. So it might be a redesign, but I feel like it's most
Or
likely
maybe remember
the
you
same
saw
character.
that character. You remember the Universal movie? You literally saw that fucking character turning into the Abomination.
Mutate,
before your
yeah.
eyes. Yeah, he could have kept on mutating
Mhm.
after all these years, and that's where the fins came from.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
wondering
possible.
what is that? Like a battle dome that they fucking fighting in? Are there
So
gonna be other villains in there?
my theory is that, and it's not a theory, it's like fact. The character was inspired by Bruce Lee or whatever. So I
Mhm.
think that like at some point in the fucking thing, and I know there are rumors out there because there's clips of like a scoreboard that leaked online or whatever. And at one point, I think he's gonna enter a tournament. It's gonna be like Enter the Dragon type shit. I don't know what the fuck they're fighting for, or maybe he's just in the tournament just for shits and giggles or whatever. But I think that at one point in the movie he's gonna fucking fight in a tournament, and there's gonna be like cameos from some certain people that are involved in the tournament. There was a rumor a while back that this guy was in the movie, the gentleman from Doctor Strange, Mortal.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There were rumors that supposedly he was gonna make a cameo in the movie, and he was gonna be waxing.
Hopefully,
people.
because when
I
you
always
guys
fuck up
said
his name.
Yeah,
when
Baron
you guys
Mordo.
said he was fighting Wong, like he could be possibly fighting Wong.
Or
I
could be
thought,
fighting anybody from
what
the
about
fucking-
more though? Like
Yeah.
it makes sense because he went rogue.
Uh-huh.
and he's trying to get rid of all this evil and whatnot. So it will make more sense if it were him
Yeah.
instead of Wong, because Wong he needs to protect fucking New York with Doctor Strange. So he's on a whole nother level.
Too busy eating
But
ice cream. The fucking guy.
yeah,
I like that fucking guy. That nigga was about the only thing that I liked from the fucking movie with say hi to your mother for me. Fucking what was that that Mark Wall Infinite.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
yes, yes, yes.
It sucked. I guess it sucked because I haven't heard anybody say anything about it.
Nigga, if you know what, if Mark Wahlberg is getting old. Mark Wahlberg is getting old, and like
Yeah.
as they try to portray it, Mark Wahlberg's character is like this guy that's lived for forever, so he has all this knowledge, but he's still talking like this. It's like, what are we gonna do? Well, I mean, like I was like, this is the most fucking hood guy I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Did you peeps get excited with Shang-Chi after the first trailer, or was it this one? Be honest. I'm only excited because Tony Young, to be honest, he said it's just going to be a cookie cutter villain, but it's nice to Western gets to see his fan action. I personally got excited a little. I want to say I got more excited for this one, but I think the fucking cameos were like cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like the cameos as well. I was like, oh shit! Like
Orengo, we already talked about this, man. Why didn't you see the start of the episode, B? We already talked about this.
maybe he wasn't. I got more excited, but we didn't hear everybody's opinion. I got more excited with the second one. How about you, Sally?
Me and Sally liked the first one better than the second one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the first one better. It was a little bit more hyped up. This one was a little bit more of the same thing, with things here and there, but
That's
they
a
at
good
the same
question.
time they say nothing.
Um,
It's like
This is a good question. I don't think that they stated it, right? They haven't said anything about that.
no, but there's also time jumps in the movie, so I don't know.
Mhm.
There's time jumps. They go to like fucking ancient times or whatever, then they come back. I don't know where the fuck the movie.
Exactly. I don't know where we put that. This like
I mean, the
he's good
world.
friends with Aquafina and shit. And I don't know if his 10 years away. It does sound like weird.
And does this take place in the same like geographic area? So maybe Wong estaba aburrido sin mucho que proteger y se fue a prepararse para más tipo de torneo. Maybe the grand prize was fucking ice cream, hunko chunko, whatever the fuck that she was talking about in the.
No, but think about it. That is very possible in the sense of maybe he is looking for someone.
Maybe
I would think that he's maybe looking for someone, or he has a mission, or because why would he be there in the first place? And before or after the blip? I think it's after the blip because it looks a little bit too futuristic, and it has this thing about the power broker. I need to look that shit
maybe
up.
they're
I swear to
fighting.
God.
Maybe they're also fighting for the artifacts.
Yeah,
the
maybe.
winner of the tournament gets a shot at the person that has the artifacts, like Mortal Kombat style. Like I mean, obviously,
Is that Shang-Chi in the background?
what?
In my background, no.
On Sully's TV?
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was
Wow.
like,
No.
I know who that is, nigga.
I mean, it fits
Just
today's topic. It fits today's topic, but this is actually my latest wallpaper because I fucking love Cobra Kai. So yeah.
You already know. No mercy.
all right, coño, I forgot what I was gonna say
Oh
now.
man, I had coffee. I forgot. I'm not
Este,
supposed to drink coffee. That's a whole nother story.
Oh,
But
are they in the
anyways.
same area as Ant-Man? Isn't it California?
I think California is pretty big, and I don't.
Oh, shit.
I mean, no, but what I'm saying is, you could be in Oakland, and Oakland be like fucking 8 hours away from fucking. When I was in Los Angeles, when I was living in LA, my
Yeah.
cousin was in San Fran, and that's an 8 hour drive.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
okay.
pretty distant.
But
But
isn't there a scene with the trolley?
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's
funny
San Fran,
to me.
and I think he's closer to Venom than any of them, than
That's
what I'm saying.
anyone else.
There's a big Asian community in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes.
So
yes.
if it's in California, the way that it looks, like the city looks very like clean and shit. It doesn't look like Oakland. LA is kind of dirty. It doesn't look like fucking LA.
Can we please get a cameo from Louise? Please, I know it's an Asian film, but I would love to see Louise again. Like, can somebody please just throw him in there? Even if I see him walking by them, fucking bochichando the way he does. But can we please get a cameo for Louise?
Yeah,
Thank
but
God.
I want to see Venom. He's so close to him, like legit. He's so fucking close. Like this is
I
going
want
to be a missed
Venom.
opportunity if he doesn't like show up at somewhere where Venom was
I
shot or
think they'll
something.
save him for Spidey.
Like
Or they
if
go.
they
Yeah,
don't
that too,
if
but still the
if
same
they
thing.
don't have
Same
fucking
time.
Randall Park pop on do a cameo, that's a missed fucking opportunity, nigga. That's a missed opportunity, my nigga. Like nigga, like fucking Nick Fury style at the very end, just come up to him. You know, there's a team, right?
Yeah.
With these people, nigga, Atlas, nigga,
They'll be like, there's a team. Here's my card.
nigga, nigga. There you go. So, wow, nigga, that's for you.
Just
Take that,
roll
take
down
that.
the window. Just roll down the
He is.
window.
Let me tell you though. Is it their? What is it? Fucking like West Coast Avengers? Is it there a
There's
fucking
a
team?
there's a team that's all Asians. I think it's called Atlas or some shit like that. And I'm not sure if they created a comic book version of Randall Park that like leads the team.
I don't know.
But I know there's something with like all Asians. I think Quake is in it. I'm not sure. But nigga, that's a missed opportunity if this nigga does not pop out, nigga. Right now, nigga, that's the hottest Asian fucking character in the MCU right now, nigga. Everybody fucking loves this nigga.
Oh,
Anyway,
I agree.
let's talk a little bit, tiny bit about Bad Batch. Oh, there it goes. Agents at Atlas. I knew it was Atlas. I knew
Yeah,
it was some shit
something like
like that. But yeah, Bad
That
Batch. Yeah, not a lot of people have seen it. I haven't seen every single episode of the Bad Batch. But in the latest
Neither.
episode, I don't know if it's the mid-season finale, but they let out some. They let out some information. Obviously, it's spoilers. If you haven't read it, if you haven't seen it, you're about to fucking find out anyway, because that's what we do in the show. So Omega is the little girl, the character, right?
Yeah.
What they said now is she is an exact copy. What is it? Pure genetic replication of Jango, which makes her kind of like Boba Fett's
Boba Fett's
sister.
sister.
Now her name is Omega. In the Bad Batch, in fucking in the universe, Boba's nickname or his code name is Alpha Omega. I don't know if that's gonna lead on to something in the future.
I think
If
she's the
possible.
last. So what I understood, I'm sorry to interrupt, but every time they made a copy of Django, it got like it didn't deplete, but you can't keep on making copies of the same DNA material because it fucking wastes. So
That's
she
why.
might be the actual last. Alpha's Boba Fett is Alpha,
Uh-huh.
the first one,
Mhm.
and then Omega, she'd be the last one, the last fucking
She's
remaining.
the last pure replication. Replication. Anything that
saw-
has happened is not pure
Yeah.
DNA. She's the
I
last.
saw an explanation of one of the last episodes because I haven't been able to keep up. There's just so much shit to watch. I'm trying to fucking catch up
Yeah,
with My
man.
Hero Academia. We'll get into that later. But yeah, we'll get into that. But there's a lot of shit. They just fucking threw like major bombs and they reintroduced the character from the Clone Wars. That fucking bounty hunter, I forget his name, but he took Palpatine hostage, or he was trying. It looked like he was trying to take Palpatine hostage in the Clone Wars. He has like a kind of like a gray face and like these tubes. So I'll hold your nombre. If anybody's watching at any moment, you can save my ass here. But they introduced him and he's responsible to the bad guys basically hired him to get Omega back for them or whatever.
Give me 1 second. I cannot. Yeah.
He has like a western hat on.
Yes. Give me 1 second. I have him. I have him.
Man.
I have him. Give me 1 second.
Anyway, during the episode, that character popped one of the
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane. There you go. People are like, they
This
fucking
is
love
why I
that
always
character.
look up shit.
Yeah. So he popped one of the characters, one of the people that clones the army or whatever. And Omega got to get away, and what she stumbled upon was fucking cloning vats of the creators. The people that actually create the clones. Like, she didn't see clones of the soldiers or herself in the vats. She saw clones of the creators or whatever. So it's like another like monkey wrench of like,
yeah,
who the fuck is the beginning of the creators, and are they masters at the cloning technique because they've done it on themselves? Do they have fucking chips in them too? Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, want to become famous, buy followers, prime viewers.
Fuck off, bro.
Go fuck yourself. Anyway.
Fuck off, bro.
Fuck off, man.
Anyway, they throw a lot of monkey wrenches. I don't know how the show is doing in terms of viewership or whatever. It doesn't seem to be a bad show. I think it just got fucked by the premiere Loki.
To me, it was just that they should have just released like Bad Batch completely, and then with Loki, like it kind of got overshadowed by Loki, and
Lo que pasa también que Filoni likes to thread like
Yeah,
he's a slow burn person, and like I think people that were expecting like this shit or maybe
yeah,
the people coming.
super actiony, kind
Yeah,
of thing,
la
like
gente que llegaron
blowing up
a
shit.
la
Yeah,
serie that haven't watched the Clone Wars are probably expecting like storytelling to be like beat for beat, and it's not like that, dude. Like
yeah, it's
it's
not
a
at
very
all.
slow burn with that series. How many episodes does it have? Does it have like 12?
Give me 1 second, and I'll let you know.
I want,
when did it come out? On May the 4th.
yeah,
Yeah,
shit. So
So that's
I mean,
damn near two
I have
fucking
a lot of
months.
friends.
that's
I have a lot, 11 episodes for from
all
now.
right,
Yeah.
11 episodes or whatever.
Yeah, that is the highest number I've seen. So yeah. The thing is, I have a lot of friends that have actually watched it,
Yeah,
but then after the first episode, nobody has talked about it. I'm like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? Weren't you guys
yeah.
like super hyped up about this? Like, I really want to, be with the hype, talk about it with my
Yeah.
friends and you guys, and it's like, where is it? Like,
Yeah.
like, I actually came down to us, like, in the chat. I was like, has anybody heard anything about Bad Batch? Because it's not like Lex, you were asking about topics and shit, and I just
Yep.
stumbled upon that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, overshadowed completely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dead. It only like
We
it's
might
fucking new and
we
it's
might have
dead.
to ask the master. What was it called? The Triad of the Force to come on an episode and like break it
Yeah,
down.
I
Yes,
know. I've
right
been
up
dying to
for
talk to them again.
I
Trust
know.
me.
Yeah.
We have to
We'll see. We'll
bring them
do
over
it.
here.
Yeah,
Have them
we'll
break
do
it
it
down
for the
for us.
finale and shit because realistically, I started watching it and I didn't stop watching it because I wasn't interested in it. I don't know what happened. I just stopped watching it. Like I started watching other things and
There's
shit,
just
and it
so much.
just fell through the
There's just so much
cracks.
content, dude. There's so much
Yeah.
content out there right now. It's
Yeah.
hard. I never thought everybody used to tell me that. Like you sometimes you have conversation. There's like, where do you find the time to see all this shit? I give them like a snickery look, like, what the fuck are you trying to say about my lifestyle? But now it's gotten to that point where it's like, fuck, not even I can keep up with
Yeah, it's
everything
too
Yeah,
they're
it's a
much
lot
doing.
of
shit.
shit, bro.
To be like emotionally involved with all these fucking characters is hard, dude.
Yeah. Trust me, it's that's why when you guys tell me about all these movies and series, it's because
Yeah,
maybe I genuinely think, and I have to realize this and accept it, that I've been burned out by the media and by
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
that I have to watch and talk
yeah,
about. It's
dude.
like, okay, I feel burnt, and it's okay, and that's on me. And I feel like I watched too much shit. So what I did
Mm-hmm.
was I cleansed my palate. I started finishing series that I've been wanting to finish a long ass time ago, like Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Big Bang Theory, because there's so much shit to
Exactly.
watch, and I cannot find the time to do it, and it's like stupid. But yeah, I totally agree with
Shit.
you over there.
I still haven't seen not one episode of Jupiter is Ascending, whatever the fuck that shit is.
I
Jupiter's
don't even
Legacy.
want to watch it,
And
man.
I'm not
Like
gonna,
I
now
said,
that
don't
it got
want to watch.
canceled. Now that it got canceled, I really don't even want to watch it.
You could wait. You could waste your time on something else. You could just
Yeah,
skip that one.
yeah, I
Trust me.
agree. We have
Nigga,
to
but
waste our time
there's
with
some
something else.
que 20 something minutes a week como apropiarle la chat.
They're really mal.
Un episodio, pero
It's like,
uno
oh,
que
like,
la-
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no wonder.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like, man. There's so much shit that I haven't watched, and it feels so like I've been wanting to watch Naruto. Nigga, I've never seen an episode of Naruto in my life. Or One Piece.
Just
Nigga,
watch. No,
One Piece.
bruh.
Nigga,
Bruh.
I went to what is it, Crunchyroll or some shit, and I was like, let me see the episode, and I was like, nigga, the
900 and
list
something.
just followed. Like, I'm not watching this. Fuck it.
No, they're
Like,
like,
it's not happening, bro.
are they on an episode 1,000 by now? Like, I don't know.
Yes,
Nigga,
there's se
oh,
supone. No,
that
todavía.
shit is crazy. I don't know, but that shit is crazy. It was
Hay
too
una serie,
overwhelming, nigga.
hay un anime, which I absolutely love, that still holds the record for more volumes and episodes. It's called Case Closed. If you've never watched it, it's okay because it's like para el western, no es casi conocido.
Yeah,
And it used to be aired in Tsunami at 6 a.m. and every day.
Mhm.
¿Qué pasa? Que ese, like, it has like 1,100 episodes, and yeah, of course, I haven't watched it all, but I love the fucking series, and it's been going on for more than 30 years, and it's like
That's what I'm
fucking
saying,
insane.
yo.
But like One Piece, yeah, it's not. No,
That
Wait,
shit is
was this-
intimidating.
was this name something else?
Detective Conan.
Hey, he's a
And-
little kid.
Yes,
Yes, they used to give this shit on the WB network at one
yes,
point.
that too. Yes, and yeah, the series is really good. pero es eso mismo. Like it holds the record for the longest anime series and everything. So
Yeah.
I totally understand for people not watching that. And the same thing goes with One Piece. I tried One Piece, and it's too many fucking fillers, man.
That's the
I
thing.
like One Piece. Like I fucking love it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna watch
Have
it
you
completely.
have you
Just
seen Full Metal?
yes and no. Hear me out.
I
Siempre
haven't
que lo
finished it
empiezo,
either.
nunca lo puedo terminar.
Yeah, I haven't
I've,
finished
I've,
it either.
I've seen a bunch of episodes of Full Metal, but I haven't.
I've seen it. I've seen it, but it gets me mad emotional. I end up calling my brother Bebo. I love you, man. I
Nigga,
end up calling my little brother. I love you,
I
man.
saw on
Yeah.
on TikTok, there's this trend or some shit that is going on where it's like sad scenes with this chick singing a song.
Yeah.
And nigga, like I was just scrolling up and they showed the ending of that fucking show, yo.
Oh, then shut up. I haven't finished seeing it.
I mean, I don't know if it's the ending, but it's sad. It looked
Okay.
different, like it was an ending.
Like my friends are disappointed in me for that shit porque siempre que lo empiezo nunca lo termino. Y es como que, yeah, I know I need to finish it. I know I need to watch it. I know
That's what
I
I'm
know I
saying.
need to know the whole story, pero es como que,
The
Dios
beginning
mío.
episodes, let me tell you, dude. The beginning episodes are kicking the fucking nuts.
But
Like,
isn't there
Especially
like
episode
isn't there
5.
two
the
different
one,
types?
the one with the dog.
Yeah.
The one-
Yeah,
oh my god, yo, that was
I
like
saw the one
they-
with the dog.
they built
There's
that.
two
Let me tell you
different
something.
styles.
Time out. My friends built that episode up so bad. Va a llorar, que si this shit is so empty. Okay, it was fucked up. Like it was fucked up or whatever. It really was. Because it
I
was
didn't
sad as
cry.
fuck. And I didn't cry, but there's more in those first 5 episodes that made me fucking emotional than that episode. The dynamic between the brother and the whole thing of the mom, like the way they introduced those characters and the reaction of like un hermano se siente responsable y el otro is like literally trapped and he's trying to make the best out of it or whatever. I was flipping like I was like, this is so out of left field. Like, how can I tell you? Like, this isn't something like, oh, my brother got shot because it's my fault. Like, but like it wasn't something you can relate to. But I felt so fucking bad, like for
Yeah.
those characters or whatever.
Isn't there like two different versions of that cartoon?
Yes,
believe-
the same
I
thing
believe-
goes with Naruto. They
Yeah.
got Naruto regular, Naruto Shippuden, Fullmetal Alchemist y después Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
4 meses. Sí, One Piece va a ser la mitad de la vez. Me va a estar la. Vamos a estar miles de horas la serie.
¿Cómo es 1000 y pico de episodios y solamente han encontrado una pieza del One Piece y son como 10? Son como
What?
8 de estupidez así.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
Yes.
That's why
Oh, dude.
That's
it's
why-
too intimidating,
yes.
son. It's intimidating. Like
What the fuck
nigga,
is considered filler in that series? Like,
seasons.
Like,
Season 2 and 3 is filler, nigga.
filler, yeah.
Nigga, it's like yo.
I want to leave the my. Are we okay? How are we gonna break this down? Are we gonna leave My Hero Academia talk for later, or
No,
will
now.
Loki-
Let's do it.
We'll get into it. Loki
No,
will be the end. Loki will be the
Okay,
end.
Loki will be the end, and sooner or later we're gonna have to talk about the stupid fucking Fast and Furious movie or whatever. But
We'll
Oh,
talk
God.
about that. Yeah, hey, nigga. There's just things like that's why Toman loves Naruto and shit. You got Naruto Shippuden, not his fucking kid Baruto. Like I see it and it's too intimidating for me. I'm
I
like,
hate
yo,
the way you
there's
fucking
just-
act. I hate the way your accent says it. I've always told you that.
Baruto,
I
nigga.
fucking hate it the way you say it. I swear to God, and most people probably say it the
Naruto.
way you do. It's fucking Naruto, bro.
Nigga, that's Naruto, nigga. That's that, nigga. That's Naruto and Baruto, nigga.
Mano, pero, I mean, ver Naruto, si vas a ver Naruto, ve Shippuden. It has less fillers.
Yeah.
And it's more straight to the point.
Is it the same?
It's like
shit?
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Kai.
That's what I was gonna
Same
say.
shit.
It's the same
Isn't he a
shit.
teenager though? Is Shippuden?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, man. It's
Shippuden?
less fillers.
You're skipping though. You're skipping a whole bunch of shit.
But
Less
is it like skipping? Is it like not watching Dragon Ball and going straight into Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
That you don't
I
need to
think-
see Dragon Ball realistically to see
No. Wait a second.
everything in
Kinda-
Dragon Ball Z.
Well, okay. You could jump into Dragon Ball Z, but you'd be missing a whole bunch of backstory of him as
But
a
there's
kid.
but
And
there's shit that is
characters that they introduce in Dragon Ball are still relevant. throughout
Yeah,
the-
but
Yeah, but
at the
I
same
never felt
time-
lost. Like I saw Dragon Ball Z before I saw Dragon Ball, and I never felt lost. Like when the androids
Yeah.
come out,
Yeah.
Because
fucking
they
like, I didn't
explained-
get confused.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
explain what happened to Goku in such.
Yeah, you're
like,
right. You're right. Like,
Lo
when we started,
resumieron
we're like,
tanto
oh,
que
this
es como que,
character-
okay, this is fine.
I was like I saw Dragon Ball Z first, but then I discovered Dragon Ball and I like got hooked on it so bad because I was like, oh, I'm seeing it was like origin,
Yeah.
like of the
Yeah.
character or whatever.
That's
So,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. I saw Dragon Ball after Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
I
Same
started
thing happened to me.
I started watching Naruto, but again, it's just I have this thing with animes that like I haven't had since like Death Note. Like I have to like get so hooked on them so bad that like certain episodes, even though they're filler, they don't click in my head as filler. And that hasn't happened like in a while or whatever. Like I'm watching My Hero Academia now, and
Thank you.
none of the episodes feel so far like filler. It's just like the tone just fucking flies off the rails left and right. That's like
That
my
happens a little bit. That happens a little bit in Demon Slayer. That the tone will be very serious, but then there'll be one character that's just like it, nigga, like the comedy just comes out of nowhere, and then it's like so
Yeah.
yeah,
in your
like
face and
yesterday.
shit.
I guess we're
Yeah.
yesterday. I'm way behind in My Hero Academia. I tried yesterday to watch as many episodes as I could to catch up. So supposedly, but I was like, this shit is gonna be impossible. At the rate I'm going, I'm never gonna make it. And then I started watching Cine Nerds, and I was like, okay, I guess we're fucked. I'm not gonna be able to watch more episodes or whatever. Um,
I'm up to the Christmas episode. That's the one that I'm missing.
no, I'm in fucking.
Then you're just missing one episode. Like,
Yeah.
they just had the tournament like where they're in teams in season 2.
oh, then you're very far.
Yeah,
off,
very far out. Yeah. So I started laughing because it was like the whole thing was like very epic, and then there was comedy. But then at one point, one of the characters gives a backstory of like fucking child abuse, like my mother poured hot water on my face. I was like,
Todoroki,
what the
nigga.
I was like, how the fuck do you throw that in there? I was like,
Because-
yo,
Nigga,
we were
it's
just
like-
laughing 5 seconds ago. Now you're talking about child abuse. Like what?
Nigga,
you saw his fight because
Character is like
Yeah.
that, nigga. Like
You
his
saw the fight,
character
right?
will never.
Yeah.
It's never gonna not be like that with Todoroki.
exacto, porque
Fuck.
lo que pasa es que si lo próximo que voy a decir es spoiler si no lo has visto.
No,
Okay,
no,
the
no,
thing is,
don't do
it,
it.
it's relevant.
Nigga, that we really shouldn't even have this conversation, my nigga, because
I'm
there's so
trying,
much to
goddammit.
unload, son.
I'm
No, but-
trying. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, the thing is, it's actually relevant because he refuses. Because of that, he refuses
Yeah,
to
use his
lose.
firepower.
To use, yeah, to use
Yeah,
his
that's the most strength of
fire
that. And I
power.
notice is like his fire side is like a representation of his douchebag ass dad.
Oh yeah, but he's
Whatever.
more than that.
And he doesn't wanna. He kind of like doesn't want to use that. Like
Uh-huh.
it's like he got childhood scars or whatever. Like his dad was like a fucking
Dude, but there's more to it, and I cannot say because
We should just skip this, nigga. We shouldn't even talk about it, bro.
I'm
no, but
I'm
to,
just hoping. I'm hoping. I'll leave. I'll leave the podcast and then I'll just fucking.
no,
I'll-
no, no, no,
I-
no, because this is
listen to me.
something. No, this is something that not even Lex knows. This is
Wow.
something that I know because I dove myself into spoiler territory because I wanted to know something very specific.
When you guys talk
And-
about it, I'll mute you
yes.
guys. I'll stay on. I'll mute you guys, and then you guys just give me a signal to come back in because I don't want to.
Nah, we'll talk about it when Dick is here. We'll give you a little bit to watch it.
Yeah, but My Hero Academia is like entering its new arc, and it's super cool because we're gonna see, or
Am
we're
I
supposed
gonna-
to be
am I
seeing the
gonna get-
villains and shit.
Am I gonna
What?
get to a point where Deku stops crying like a bitch?
No,
Yes, yes and no.
I
He
mean,
tried-
He's gonna do that for fucking all the seasons that are left. He's gonna be crying.
you're gonna nigga, he gets emotional. He gets more
Yeah.
hard as the series goes. He gets more tough because where shit pops off. Like there's a lot of shit that happens between season
Christ.
2 and season 5.
All right,
Nigga,
but I
the
can
movies.
understand. All right, but give me sacrificial tears. Don't give me. I'm so proud of this moment here. I can't handle that shit anymore, bro. Like,
Nigga, that's
He
the
cries less
difference.
now.
That's the
He-
difference just between how heroes are looked at in the West than in the East. Nigga, Demon Slayer, he cries a lot, nigga. And
yeah,
that's
but
it.
we're
It's
talking
like,
about they fucking off the sister. Like,
no, but he
there's
cries
levels to
more.
this shit.
Man, he cries more in that, nigga, and that's the difference. That's how heroes are over there, shit. Like they're in tune with their feelings, my nigga.
I need at least a fucking 5% of toxic masculinity in my anime. And like, this fucking guy is like, this guy is hard as cream of wheat. Like, he cries over everything. Even All Might, half of the time is telling him like, yo, you need to fucking chill out with the crying. Like, it's a little bit much.
Nigga,
After
but
season 3, he cries less, and there is a
Yes,
very specific
badass,
moment.
yo.
Season 3 gets fucked up, like it goes crazy at
It
one
gets
point.
badass. And when he fights this muscle nigga, that scene was so fucking badass. That episode, nigga.
Dude, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it
That
because that's
episode
one of the
is
best scenes
so
ever.
Badass, nigga. For
It's
me,
so good.
nigga, like by far, like the best 3 to 4 minutes of anime I've ever watched was Hero Rising, nigga. Yo, that fucking with the music, with the fucking fight, and what was happening, like you could only appreciate it after watching the series, because these two characters, like if you just watch it, you're not gonna appreciate what it took for these two characters to do what they did. Nigga, by
in the second
by
movie, right?
yeah, by
Oh,
far,
dude,
like the best
the
4 to 5
fucking
minutes of
song,
anime I've ever fucking seen in my life, nigga.
the fucking song, the whole fucking sequence with the song and
Yeah, nigga.
whatever they're doing. Oh my god,
You need to watch this shit, son.
yes,
I'm trying. It's fucking hard, dude. Like I'm even trying to work out nowadays, so it's fucking my time is
I
like.
know, me too.
Nigga, work out with your cell phone, nigga, like Deku, nigga. There you go, son. Work out, watch that
No, I
shit.
was laughing. We gave so much shit to Dick, or at least you and me did, about the whole Shalala song for Dragon Ball Z. And the other days, I'm cycling now, like I'm bike riding or whatever,
You
for like
just
12
blasting
miles.
shalalala,
I
nigga.
was fucking. That was the happiest bike ride of my fucking life. You know? I was like 12 miles in. I was like, hala, het, shala.
Oh, nigga.
Bro, man.
So yeah,
My Hero Academia is really good. So
let's skip My Hero Academia because there's too much shit.
there's so much spoilers for this guy.
There's too much, nigga, and like that we can't talk about anything that's happened now without it spoiling something that happened before.
Let's see. So if
Yeah.
I watch till next Sunday, if I watch, let's say 6 times 5, that's 30 episodes. I still want to put a dent in this fucking show because they're 100 episodes in.
No, but you can. You
Yeah, you
could.
can.
You could.
That's why I fucking work, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what the fuck
I
you
know,
want
but
to-
you could.
Nigga, but each season is not like it's each season is what 20 episodes.
Yeah, 20 something episodes. That's all.
We'll see.
A season a day.
Still 100, a season a day. Gonna have you like a fucking crack fiend at 2 a.m. in the morning talking about okay, next episode.
There you go.
No, that actually happened to me with Big Bang Theory because they're the same amount of time. So we were watching like a season and a half a day.
Oh my god.
That's something. That's what I was talking about getting intimidated. Like I stopped watching Supernatural season 9, and it's like their episodes are hour long. Each season is like 22 fucking episodes. I was like, it's just too much. Like I wish they just have like a summary, like cut it down. Somebody edit that shit to like 10 episodes, and I can
I
watch it.
bet.
I stopped watching them after their third visit to heaven or hell. Like they visit heaven or hell.
Yeah.
Fucking that more than my fucking uncle that has like seizures and shit. Like I swear to God, que ellos pasan por el infierno y pasan por el cielo. Like tú visitando piñones on the weekend.
Nigga, yeah.
I bet we could make like 6 hour long movies with the whole, when the series, when there's a moment in each episode where nobody talks, like there's just like dead air. I bet we could make like a fucking 6 hour movie.
The best thing
Or
about
some
those
shit.
seasons is the fucking recap. I swear to God.
Yeah,
I love
nigga.
those
Yeah.
recaps.
That's what you
Like,
nigga just go to the season finale and just like that little part right before the fucking do it. They
You
play the
told me.
song and they tell you
Yeah.
everything that happens.
You told me the season
into
ending,
that.
and I was just like, "That's not how I want those characters to go out." So I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna waste my time and watch the.
They're making a new one now.
I know there's fucking Bochinche.
Prequel.
They got.
I heard that
sliced-
already got squashed though.
Okay, but let's be honest here. It got squashed because there's fucking money involved, and it's just like, okay, we don't want to piss off our fans. I bet you they were just like somebody at PR was like, "Y'all better chill with that shit. Everybody needs to see you guys as like brothers in real life. You can't have any squabbles. You know what I mean? Y'all better squash
I mean,
that shit."
It's not like that nigga is the creator of the fucking show either. Fucking Dean.
Oh yeah.
He is though.
I heard he's just there to narrate.
Oh, he's not the showrunner.
No, nigga, hell no.
I know it's about the parents. But
And
I thought he had like
he's-
directorial debut or something.
No. He's been hired to narrate the show, but
Oh.
he'll never appear in the show. You know what I'm saying? He's just there to talk about whatever. And they said it's very, very early in production, super in pre-production. So I don't know if they'll fucking later on hire this nigga Sam to be a part of it. But it's not about them.
I read forums or whatever. There's already
They could have shared the narration role, like
yeah, I know, right? I was like, that's pretty cool too. They could have fucking.
from each other's perspective, like.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. That nigga's doing
That's
something
how
with
you
the
remember
CW
it.
too.
That's not how I remember it. All right, Dean.
Right? Isn't that nigga doing something on CW? He got Texas Walker or some shit.
Yeah, he's
Texas
playing
Ranger.
Chuck Norris.
He's playing Chuck Norris, nigga.
What was I gonna say? That
nigga clapped back on somebody on Twitter about that shit too.
Oh, really?
Somebody was like, "Oh, you didn't see Chuck Norris trying to promote his show on Twitter or some shit," and that nigga was like, "Yeah, well, unless Chuck Norris can fucking time travel, they didn't have the fucking internet when that shit was out anyway."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was on magazines talking about it, so whatever. There's already people bitching about the show, and it hasn't even come out yet because supposedly their father's abusive. Their father's
Probably.
portrayed as abusive in the like physically abusive or what's considered physically abusive nowadays for a fucking children now. Like he used to whoop their ass for doing
I got
stupid
my
shit.
ass whooped all the time.
That's fine. That's our view. We're not today's
I got all
generation.
that, nigga, and all
That
that left is with a tick and shit. I'm good.
again, we're not. We're not. Yeah, my father poured scalding hot water on my eye too. No, I'm kidding. Um,
I got plenty of ass whoopers in the shower.
no, but they're saying that like, why would they're saying we don't want to see you glorify an abusive dad and all this shit? I'm just like,
Don't bring it to Puerto Rico, nigga. I
uh,
remember they used to tell that nigga, put some rice on the floor. Knee on that rice, nigga.
my
Media
dad,
hora,
Las chapitas
nigga.
de Malta. Las chapitas de Malta.
Media hora, nigga.
my dad used to have me kneel on rice and hold cans out like this with my arms out, and if I would bring them down, be like smack, get them shits back up. My sister used to get that too, yo.
I don't know, nigga.
So much trauma.
That's
Bro,
why I
like-
can't look at nobody in the face anymore. Anyway,
All right. Anyways, next topic.
Talking about Demon Slayer, they got a game coming out.
I know it
The
looks
game
good.
looks a lot like Dragon Ball Kakarot.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Ball Kakarot. It's like it's in that style of animation, but it's not like a Mortal Kombat game that's just fighting. There's
Mhm.
kind of a story. It's basically you going through the first season.
Yeah. I wish they would have come out with it like a long time ago, but I know the pandemic also played a role in that. I bet they're gonna use that as the excuse and whatnot.
Yeah.
It looks good. I like it.
Comes out in
but-
October.
Yeah, at the same time, the second season is supposed to come out, so it's a good PR move. But at the same time, it's like I wish they could have come out with it before. And I know Demon Slayer took the world by storm, and the manga is finished. The second season is coming out. The first movie was
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, it looks good. Hopefully the writing and the mechanics are polished enough to for the game to make some money and shit like that. But yeah, I think it's a good idea and it's a good thing to have.
If-
I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. It all depends.
It feels like it's very, very in tune with the series. Like
Yeah,
the shots look like they're direct copies of what happens in the series and shit.
yeah,
Even the animation looks real similar too. But yeah, nigga, yo, Demon Slayer, that shit took nigga like my fucking 5-year-olds. Every day they watching that shit.
yeah. And I love it. Like I love Demon Slayer. I love how traditional they look. I love how they it reminds me a lot of Sucker Punch. If you've never seen Sucker Punch, you're not gonna understand my analogy.
Punch the
But
movie?
the movie.
Oh yeah.
Because cada vez que ellas bailaban, you saw this whole war thing going on. So it feels like that in the sense of they're making the attacks and you see these other projections and things going on, and it looks amazing. Y siempre como que he pensado eso, de que me huele un montón a Sucker Punch en ese sentido. No sé, el juego se ve nítido y de verdad que, I don't know.
That series
we just
is
have to wait.
badass.
Y la
They
serie está
could-
bien cabrona.
Yeah, they can spoil this. I already know what the fuck happens, but yo, it's badass, bro. You haven't watched it, right, Mix?
Demon Slayer. No, I've watched the first 2 episodes and I liked it, but again, I have this whole thing where like you gotta really hold on to me because if not, I get fucking. I don't
Go ahead,
get bored, but I just get distracted. I guess I have like ADHD and don't even know it.
Yeah, pero es que Demon Slayer es una serie que te tienes que sentar y ver la corrida completa el mismo día, porque si no,
Yeah.
you gotta get lost sometimes, like, en el sentido de que la vas a dejar de ver. Like, es
The
como que algo
action
que
is
o te pones adicto y la ves completa en un solo día, o you're gonna have a hard time watching it.
But it's
In my
gonna
opinion,
be if you sit down and watch it, you're gonna feel a lot like you're watching My Hero Academia, because
Sick.
it's very serious at sometimes, and then I forget his fucking name, but the fucking lightning nigga,
Zenitsu.
like Zenitsu, yo, like his character
Is that the one-
reminds me of the little grape nigga from My Hero Academia.
Oh my god, I hate him. Mineta.
He's just a little
Mineta.
hornball,
Drop off a
nigga.
little hornball. Fucking that character was funny as fuck. Yeah.
That course, that's your favorite
Es que no
character.
sé,
No,
es
no,
que
that's not
no
my
es que
favorite.
lo
No, it's
odie.
not my favorite character. It's not my favorite character. My favorite. I thought you were talking about the other Lightning character from My Hero Academia that he like uses all his fucking voltage and then he turns into like.
Ah, no,
fucking,
Grishin,
Yeah, yeah,
Caminari,
yeah.
Caminari.
I was
Mala
fucking
mía.
rolling when that shit happened in season 2. That he uses
Yeah,
all his voltage
Caminari.
and everybody's like, yeah. He's like, they have like thought bubbles for him because he can't even express himself.
There's a character in My Hero Academia that's like that because each person, like each of these warriors, their swords, whatever their power, it comes from elementals, lightning, wind, water, fire, shit like that. So there's this guy that his shit is lightning, but he's just like fucking Minata.
Are
He's
you
just
guys?
like the hornball nigga.
I have a question for you
Yeah,
guys. Are you guys watching My Hero Academia in English or are you guys watching it with subtitles?
I'm
subtitles.
watching it with subtitles.
Okay.
Porque así es
I saw
que
it
lo
in
tiene
English.
Hulu.
I saw it in English. I'm watching it on Funimation, and I saw the series in
Yeah.
English, and some of the jokes, like they were funny. But I was like, I wonder what the Japanese version of this shit is like, because it was like in season 2, there's like a host of the tournament, and she looks like a
Yes.
BDSM chick,
Mhm.
and she says like, oh, you're all fighting, you're really turning me on, and everybody's like, did she just say I'm really turning her on? And I was like, I was like, in the Japanese version, I know that must have been like a heavier joke. You know what I'm saying? Like their form of comedy is way more fucking explicit.
I watched the
than
Japanese
American audience.
version. I watched
Ya,
the
me va a
Japanese
tener que
version.
enviar el
but,
episodio para verlo porque.
Yeah, I was like, eso fue gracioso y está fuera de lugar para una animación. Pero a la
Yeah.
misma vez, en la versión japonesa tiene que ser 1000 veces más pesada. So I was like, I
Yeah.
was curious. I was like, I wonder what she said in the
I've
Japanese
seen
version.
it. I've seen it on Crunchyroll, and they're not that big of a difference. The jokes.
Oh, okay.
No,
It's-
a
it's
cada
not-
rato, pues.
There was one
I see
character,
her.
everybody had a uniform, and this bitch was just like with her tits out. I mean, then you didn't see any nipples, but she just literally had like her bra on and like her vest was like completely open. I was like, what's the purpose of that? I was like, I don't remember the explanation. I'm guessing the uniform
Who's that
is
one?
right
With
on her.
the,
She has,
with the red, the one with the red vest.
I don't know. They all have the same uniform on right now. It has like an A in the middle.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's actually U and
The
then
UA.
an A,
Yeah, yeah.
like a big ass A.
So everybody has their uniforms on, but this one character is the only character she has it completely open, exposing like her boobs or whatever. And I was like,
Oh,
Oh, I
I
think she's yeah, I think that's the girl that she has no quirk. Her quirk, well, her thing in UA is she makes support gear, like she
no,
makes
no,
gear.
no, no, no. You're
No,
talking
it's not her?
about that chick is on Deku's team. She makes like backpacks and like jet shoes.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
another girl. It's another girl. It's another.
Oh,
I was just
you
like,
t-
I was just laughing because I was like, what? Why is she the only one?
But
Like,
is
why-
that
that
not? Is
Momo?
that not? That's not, is that
Could it
not
be
the one
Momo?
with the long black hair?
I
The
think
Yorozu.
so. I think
That
so.
when she gets her suit, it's
Yeah.
like she has like a red vest with all her titties out.
I don't
Exactly.
remember. I was just laughing. I was like, there has to be an explanation, and I can't remember or whatever. But I was like, it's mad.
Nigga,
Like,
That's anime. That's anime. Nigga. There's
No,
never
but some of them-
there's never a reason to pop out cleavage in
no,
anime.
no,
Nigga.
no,
That
no,
just
no. But
happens, nigga.
this one, My Hero Academia. The one thing I'm noticing is like they take a lot of like a lot of como te digo they take a lot, not a lot of shots, a lot of like carajo parodies, obviously, like superhero tropes, and obviously that's
Yep.
her. It's like, oh, feminine fucking things have no reason, but they just have a lot of fucking like it's not useful in a battle to have a fucking G-string up your ass and your boobs pressed up to here. Like that was the
Yeah.
commentary they were making with that character or whatever. I found it like mad fucking funny.
Nigga, but there's what you
Yes.
call it. There's a lot of characters like that in that show.
Yeah, the horn dog, it had me really funny. Whatever, he was like, there was one episode that he like tricked all the females. He was like, yeah, for the next competition, it's gonna be like a scavenger, but you guys all have to wear cheerleader uniforms. And they busted out, and then he was like, in the episode I saw, it was funny because they all came out and then they did it backwards. Like they came out of the cheerleader's uniform, and then they showed what led into them popping out in the cheerleader's uniform.
The
Yeah.
next part, nigga, there's a character that's like Minata in Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah,
The version in Demon Slayer is not always as funny as Minata because he has scenes that's like really epic. Like when he does fight, he's really badass with his move, but he's just like that. He's just a hornball.
is the
Wow, women all
don't
over
give
the
me any spoilers. Don't give me any spoilers. But the guy with the balls throwing or with the sticky balls. Does he have like a huge arc in the series at one point? Like, because I'm
Are you
like,
talking about Minata?
Yeah.
the one
Minera.
that throws the balls, the fucking balls.
He dies.
Minera. Yeah, Minera. No, he's just there.
Dickhead, why would you say that? Like, Yeah, he does. Shut up. You're fucking an asshole. But I'm like, is he gonna have like some epic ass fucking showdown where he just like
Not yet. Like 5 seasons in, and he has been like the most
comic,
background character ever.
comic relief? All right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
comic
he,
relief. Yeah,
he,
and being a
he
pervert.
learned he learns how to use his powers a little more in this last
Yeah,
season. They have like a little training course and shit. So
everybody
he
does.
knows how to use it. But even when he's using it intelligently, he still ends up like banging into somebody's titties and shit and just like
Yeah.
so yeah,
uh,
he's always gonna be like that.
and the bird guy that has like a fucking his shadow. He uses shadow. I was like, yo, that motherfucker's giving off mad Batman vibes.
He's badass.
He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Tokoyami is my
Nigga,
fucking
he's
favorite.
I was like, yo, he's
badass,
giving off
nigga.
heavy Batman vibes. I'm like this
Badass,
character
nigga.
or whatever.
Yeah, he's nasty.
All right.
No, fucking Dark Shadow. I
You know
swear
what
to
we should
God.
do? I shouldn't watch all the episodes, and then we should just every weekend I'll fucking ask you guys. This is my journey with this anime or whatever.
Nigga, that's gonna nigga.
You
Just
should-
like,
we should.
Let's
Let's make it a
trailer
thing.
talk. That's gonna be another segment, nigga. Where's Miguel at? What episode are we at now, nigga?
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. And then we
Oh,
can
shit.
rotate.
Yeah.
Nigga.
All right.
Who's your favorite character so far?
So far, I don't. It's not that I don't like him. It's just he pisses me off when he cries. Deku's pretty cool or whatever, and he's relatable because it's like if you were to put yourself in a fucking position where you had superpowers, from where you all of a sudden had fucking powers, like you'd probably be the same way. You wouldn't be fucking epic right off the bat. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on with me? You know what I'm saying? Or trying to learn all those techniques. But so far, I kind of like the guy with the shadow, or whatever, the bird looking dude with the shadow. There's one more character. I fucking find the guy with the electricity hilarious. The one that he fucking goes brain dead. Where he's
Fucking Kaminari.
I fucking
Mano.
love that character. I get mad Vegeta vibes from the guy that has like the explosive hands.
Bakugo,
Bakugo.
nigga.
Bakugo.
Nigga.
Boom, boom, boy.
Son.
Mad fucking Vegeta vibes from him.
Bakugo.
Boom, boom, boy.
Do I have a favorite yet? Fuck. Favorite? I don't
I like
think I have like a
fucking.
favorite,
I like.
favorite yet.
At ahora, my favorites is Bakugo and Red Riot.
To me,
I have
is
Red Riot has
Tokoyami.
that I think for me.
Yeah, nigga with the red hair. He gets
Yeah.
like. I was gonna say he gets hard.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I laughed at in the episodes he has another guy and he gets turned into titanium. He's
Yeah.
like, how the fuck
Tetsu,
you guys
Tetsu,
find
Tetsu,
out when you have
Tetsu.
the same fucking power. I was
Yeah.
cracking up. That was
The guy
Okay.
that his name is the same syllable. Tetsu, 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 Tetsu. But to me, it's Tokoyami. I think Tokoyami, Todoroki,
Todoroki.
Aizawa.
You know what character-
Aizawa, but I have a lot of I have a whole reason why Aizawa is like one of the top.
you know what character I'm like
and-
really fucking curious about?
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Oh, Shigaraki.
Nigga. Shigaraki, nigga.
I'm
Shigaraki,
super interested.
no.
What the fuck is up with that guy? Dude? They like
Shigaraki, son.
they fucking showed him
Shigaraki,
for like
cabrón,
1 minute,
yes.
and then they showed him watching the tournament. It's like, yo, what the fuck is going on with this guy? What like?
Shigaraki's the nigga. Nigga, that's the constant battle me and Deka has. Deka likes Stain, and I like Shigaraki more.
Which one is Stain?
I don't think he's came out yet.
All right, then. All right.
Yeah, he's not there yet.
He's not there yet. You'll see him, but nigga, Shigaraki's my nigga, son. And yo, you know who else I like a lot? I like this nigga from Class B. What the fuck is his name? Monomo or some shit. He's like his quirk is that he could copy quirks, but he's always talking shit.
He was in
I
the
hate him
tournament.
so much.
He's always talking nigga. Like no matter how much he loses, he's always nigga. Like through the whole series, he's in
Es
season
bien
5,
sadista.
and he's still just talking shit.
Okay.
Monoman,
That
I think
nigga,
is his
yeah,
name.
Monoman.
Monoman.
Something like that nigga is fucking
When I
funny,
get
yo.
back, I'm gonna get back to watching the fucking episodes because I'm getting mad hype now. So
All
I
right,
don't have
so
a favorite character yet. I don't have a favorite character yet. Let's leave it
at
there.
the,
Let's leave it there.
we're gonna go into Fast 9. Before we go into Fast 9, we're gonna talk about J.J. Abrams and the fucking Justice League Dark Universe. It looks like that. For me, after reading what I read today, he has another show. They have the Constantine that they're trying to do, the Satana shit, and now there's this new show called Madam X.
Oh, I heard about it. I heard about it.
To me, it seems like he's trying to do what they did with Netflix and bring all these heroes and then have it end up with the Justice League Dark. I don't know if Swamp Thing is gonna be involved, but that's what it looks like. Constantine gets his own show. Zatanna gets her own show. Madam X gets her own show.
HBO Max, I would assume, right?
Yeah, and then eventually a Justice League Dark. I don't know if they're gonna do Justice League Dark first in true fucking Warner Brother fashion, just throw this shit out first and then try to build upon later, or if they're gonna build upon each character has their own shit and then they'll come together for the Justice League Dark show or a movie or some shit like that.
It sounds interesting, but
If
the
they
thing
do,
that
it'll
always,
be refreshing.
yeah, the thing that worries me the most is just fucking Warner Brothers execution of things.
Like always.
Just things that
Yep.
scares the shit out of me, yo.
All right, so then let's go into Fast Nine. Let's go into Fast Nine. If they
Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna get a bottle of water because I got a lot to say about this one. I'll be right
okay.
back.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's your thing, man.
Yeah,
That's me.
I haven't seen Fast Nine. Like the movies I'd probably watch them once just to see it, and then I wouldn't ever like repeat watch them. Fucking Decade went to see it yesterday, and then he saw like all eight in his house, and then went to see the nine. So he's pretty refreshed in his mind. The shit that went down.
Yeah.
This one, after them telling me what happens, I might watch it sometime down the road or some shit. But I'm not too interested in watching it right now.
Me either. Like, of course, I did love the first three movies,
Hmm.
maybe, and that's just me picking because I love Tokyo Drift. I
I
love
love
drifting.
Tokyo
I
Drift.
love JDMs. Like, I love fucking cars. Japanese cars are my shit. Although I do own a Hyundai, but that's another whole story. um, like the formula was nice until they got involved with the FBI, the cops, and everything. But in the sense of they were making it too. I don't even know how to say this. Like, okay, I know they're action movies. I know, like, when it became so fucking ridiculous, you know, when it
Hmm.
became to this whole fantasy kind of thing, like there's no way that was supposed to happen. There's no way he could have
No,
survived that. There's no way
that's
this could have happened. Like when they
it. Just
mix
escalated.
the action with the like fantasy type of shit, like you're trying to make Toretto look like a fucking superhero. Like he can withstand falling from a fucking, I don't know, 4-story building or some shit, like the parking lot when he fell and he was like
I can tell
fine.
you exactly
No,
what happened.
man, that like fuck you.
That's like the movie. The movies for me are not bad by any means, but it gets to the point where you just have to take it for what it is. Right now,
Yeah,
this is just they're the fucking Avengers right now. They started off
yeah,
working in fucking Western Auto, and now these motherfuckers are like 007s now.
exactly.
Now
Like yeah, for
there's
to me,
a
it's
there's a theory there's a theory for that Mix will explain later, that
yeah.
I've been reading a lot. Like a lot of people have been commenting on that shit.
I fucking told you. I told you.
It so
I told
it
you.
it yeah, a lot of people are talking about it now. I saw a video about that shit today, and it was like, I mean, it's the only explanation for that. And once you realize, all right, you have to
Let's get
leave
into it.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to leave everything that's realistic. You have to leave behind and just take the movie
yeah,
for what it is. It it's like you can't. There's no how you say, there's no limit for the ridiculousness that you're going to see. These niggas are going to space now. They're talking about fucking Jurassic Park fucking crossovers.
Ah, that's fucking hilarious.
Some, I think Tyrese was like, "Yo, we should do a Transformer fucking crossover." I could see that happening. Seeing how they fucking going right now, I could see fucking Toretto driving Optimus Prime, nigga.
yeah.
I can
Oh,
fucking
also,
see it, nigga.
what? One more thing. The supercharged ride that they have in Universal Studios for it's so bad.
It's so fucking garbage. That's
It's
even
so
even the
bad. You
ride.
can see Vin Diesel being the same size as a fucking helicopter. Like, dude, come on now.
No,
I go.
even the ride itself is just complete garbage. Like,
All right, so
Meg, your mic,
yeah.
close it in. Like, put it closer, closer.
hold on, all right. Anyway, so
Before we go ahead and everything, if you haven't watched Fast Nine, we're gonna spoil the shit out of it. So you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Go ahead, nigga.
I can pinpoint the exact, even if with that theory going around, I can pinpoint the exact movies where the exact point in this series where this shit went into absurdism. And that was in Fast and Furious when Dominic Toretto interviews or interrogates a guy who worked on Letty's car before she gets offed. and he basically interrogates by
I remember
stepping on
watching that with you. I remember
by
watching it with you.
stepping on a motherfucking chain block that is holding, I don't know, a fucking 6 valve engine or whatever. And it's about, he does it on purpose to scare him. He drops the motor, and within an inch of his face, he grabs the chain with one arm and holds the entire motor block with his right fucking arm on that chain. That is the biggest fucking bullshit factor.
No.
That's where it started. That's exactly
for me.
Where you turn Dominic Toretto into fucking basically Superman.
Nah. For me, when they turn this nigga into Batman, when they turn him into the best detective ever, when he goes to the road where Letty has the car crash and he touches the floor, he smells the oil and he can replicate how the cars crashed. Remember that shit? When he's like, we're going 60 miles this way. She turned. She looked out the window and spit a booger out. Look at it right there. They went over there. I was like, yo, this nigga saw everything that happens through fucking tread marks. I was like,
dude,
this fucking guy's
like
Batman.
smelling the oils.
For me,
with heroin or something, man.
For me, there's CSI agents that can look at tire marks and be like, okay, the accident happened here. That's fine. The oil was a little bit too far.
None of them started working at Pet Boys, nigga.
Holding an engine block over somebody's head with one arm, that to me was like, okay, that's what we're going with this character. Oh, and then there's another scene. That movie, it starts the climb. Remember, there's a scene where they drive them out into the middle of nowhere, and he sets off an explosion of all the cars, and somebody shoots him, and he goes, they shoot Vin Diesel in the shoulder. He looks at it, he goes, did you just fucking shoot me? Like, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
that was the slow climb of the character. Where it went from there, obviously, is ridiculous. But the one thing I'll say about this new movie, it is so fucking gratuitous with just giving half-assed explanations or totally brushing off huge fucking arcs in the series. Like, I don't even know where to fucking start with this goddamn movie. Like,
started off with Han.
Oh my God, Han, Jesus.
Han's fucking crash. Han's crash was an illusion. He fucking crashes. He crashes, but I guess the fucking person in the car is like a CG fucking thing or whatever.
Wait. We've seen Han before. And I know there's a movie in between the shit show where it was like a prequel before he died in Tokyo Drift.
No. You're talking about so that movie is not
scene.
That. No. She's talking about there's a movie that has Hans, the actor, in it.
Yes.
And that movie has nothing to do with the Fast and the Furious saga, but people were like, oh, this could be like, this is so close to the character in the movie. This could technically be his backstory. And I think the fucking studio came out and said, yeah, that's canon. That could be his backstory.
Because we saw Tokyo Drift and he dies, and then they came out with a movie afterwards, and then he's like, this is his how he became part of the crew. So it explains why Toretto was in Tokyo Drift in the end. That would explain it. However, we're still dealing with a fucking death scene.
Yeah,
and you're telling me that was what?
They erase it. Han. I think Fast and Furious. I think 4, 5, and 6 are prequels before Tokyo Drift. No.
Yeah.
They all happened before, and then there's a movie.
I'm just trying to read so I don't give off the wrong information because it's how I remember it. But I'm trying to read the exact explanation of Han's death because from what I got from it was he wasn't even in the motherfucking car like when it exploded. Like it was like a digital fucking.
It's like the Tupac hologram.
Swear to God, that's what I got from it. I could be completely wrong. And the person that gave him access to that technology is Mr. Nobody, the Kurt Russell character.
Yeah, sure, but give me a second. I have something.
I gotta process this shit.
No, give me 1 second.
They went Star Trek on this nigga, y'all. He said, beep, beep, beat me up, nigga. And they took him out the car.
Hold on.
Give me 1 second. I got this. I am watching the scene right now. 1 second.
There's a movie that came out before the Fast and Furiouses, with the director Justin Lin. that
No,
the
whoa,
actor
wait,
was
wait, wait.
in it.
I'm sorry. Eso de mierda de que él no estaba ahí, holograma, whatnot, I think it's bullshit. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque hay una escena bien clarita donde él está sangriento, boca abajo, tratando de como que make
Well,
sense of
dude,
what the
that's the
fuck happened to
thing.
him.
That's what I'm saying. The movie doesn't give a rat's ass with your logic. It's like
Like there is
the
a very
movie.
specific scene where he's shown all bloody and all kinds of fucked up because of the accident.
And he yells out the window, "It's me! Help me, nigga!" And they said, "Nope." They said all that was fucking
Okay,
fake.
okay. Check this out. However, this time, as Shaw walks away, that's because they're showing the scene in the movie about. They're literally trying to explain to you how he crashed. But
Uh-huh.
this time, when they
Yes.
showed in the movie, as Shaw walks away, that's Baldy's fucking character,
Chef
Jason Statham.
Chelios.
Yeah, we see Han disappear as somebody walks in front of the car, and it's revealed he's actually standing by Mr. Nobody away from the car. Motherfucker was never supposedly physically in the fucking car when it fucking blew up. It was like a digital fucking illusion or whatever with technology
No.
from Mr. Nobody. How in the living fuck can you sit there and say that that's a believable character? That's believable to me.
You know why that happened, right?
I sent the link on the chat because, and it's in minute. Let me give me 1 second. Like in the minute, like at the 1 minute mark, absolutely like no fucking with you. Like at the 1 minute mark,
What? At the one minute, what?
you can
just
see
can't
fucking
believe it?
Han in the car.
I know, but that's that. They don't care. They don't care, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's why I hate this fucking movie because you can go extremely balls to the wall with shit, but this movie was like really fucking out there. Like I was watching it and I was like, I know that these movies are exaggerated. I know. But now you're at
Yeah.
the point where you do not give a shit anymore about reason, continuity. Like you're just ripping shit literally out your ass to see what sticks. And you're treating the audience like mad fucking stupid. Like you know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
Like you're
that all happened because of the director.
no, I'm sorry, dog.
That nigga, the directors, that nigga, what happened was the director of this movie, of this one, directed I think 3, 4, and 5. Justin Lin. He was the one that made the character Han. At the last movie, when fucking Chef Chelios goes and they say that he killed Han and shit, and at the end they show him like having the barbecue with this nigga. The hashtag Justice for Han shit came out. He read upon it and he was like, "What the fuck did they do?" He felt insulted by it, so he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna direct the next one and I'm gonna fucking bring Han back." That's all it started. It started because he got butthurt.
You could have did 1,001 things, Nick. And
I'm not making an excuse for it. I'm just saying that's what
CGI
happened.
bullshit that he was a fucking illusion, and the reason that he starts okay. So the one thing I feel like they did kind of do right was the reason why he can even do that is because Han was secretly working for Mr. Nobody because Giselle was an undercover agent for Mr. Nobody as well. Giselle, that character arc to me remember Giselle, fucking Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Remember she's introduced that she's part of a drug cartel.
Yeah.
She was working undercover for the feds while she was working for the drug cartel. That to me makes sense. I was like, okay, you can get away with that. You could say, and then he recruits Han to work for him while he's working in fucking Tokyo or whatever, because he says that Giselle never trusted anybody. Never ever trusted anybody. And if she trusts Han, then that means they could. What the fuck is Deckard talking about?
Tell him you're not on the episode, bitch. Bounce.
Anyway, so he basically says, if Giselle trusted you, that means I can trust you. So now you work for me. So he starts working for him, and I guess that's the explanation of why Han is like deep into the streets in Tokyo Drift. Like he's trying to expose the fucking, the Yakuza or whatever. That's how I took it. Like that's okay. But they introduce, he's on a certain mission. Fucking retarded, sorry, God. He's on a mission. They show where he's on a mission, and it's like he has to protect this girl because her blood is basically the answer to the MacGuffin in this new movie, which is like a fucking computer code which can take control of all the fucking weapons on planet Earth. They're all on Apple's fucking cloud, I guess, and he can
Nigga,
control them.
they saw that show, nigga, that movie, was it the Mitchells versus the Machines?
Yes, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Cardinal sin number one. You fucking sort a reason out of your asshole to bring a character. He's CGI supposedly. When we saw him die, it was a fucking computer illusion. Whatever the fuck ever. Fine.
No man.
At
No.
one point in the movie, and this is where shit. This is what I told Nick. I told Nick when I saw the movie. I said, Nick, do you want to see this movie? He says, No, I'll watch it in the theaters or whatever. Blah blah. I was like, okay. I was like, don't go in there with high hopes because this shit is bad. At one point in the movie, the characters notice that in all their exploits, they've been in situations where any normal human would have fucking died. He says that, like, he says it in a joking way, right? He says, we've been fucking in like, had missiles launched at us, cars that have crashed on us, blah, 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 blah. And we're invulnerable, or we're invincible. He says it like, I guess we're fucking invincible. He's like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Roman has a scene where he's driving and what appears to be a fucking Jeep or a tank crushes him. Not while he's in a car, while he's running. The fucking Jeep or tank crushes on him. And you have other characters like, oh my God, he's fucking dead. And from the rubble, he walks out. Like, he literally walks out of the dust cloud. And everybody's like, how did you fucking do that? Like, how did you survive? And he's like, I told you, I think we're invincible. I was like, are you motherfuckers? I was like, time out. I was like, are you guys breaking the third wall, or are you guys setting up something for like the reason why these shit gets more and more outlandish, and the reason why Dominic Toretto is the way he is, and the reason why you guys put yourself in situations where no human can get out of is because
they're the Eternals.
No, they're they're not the Eternals. They're not the Eternals, but the inclusion of the Mr. Nobody character, Kurt Russell's character, and him recruiting all these people to work for him and doing all these crazy missions. If you watch the Hobbs and Shaw movie, they talk about like super soldier, like nano machines.
Black Superman, nigga.
Black Superman. They introduced Black Superman or whatever, and he's basically indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker's basically indestructible until he gets his powers deactivated from him. I have this gut feeling. And Nicholas can tell you this. I literally saw this, and then the fucking theater started. I have this gut feeling that the reason they're gonna show for Toretto being the way he is and everybody being the way he is because Mr. Nobody fucking roofied them. He like
nanobites,
with nano machines, like with some sort of super. It's technically the superhero serum shit. Like he fucking doused them with. He needs soldiers. They don't have fucking soldiers that do crazy shit anymore. So he's like, I fucking gave these people superhero powers. Now they work for me. And the best part of it is they don't even fucking know it. Like,
the power broker, nigga.
Yeah,
That's the perfect way now. Put them in Marvel, nigga. You might as well, nigga.
I got another one for you.
Fucking Marvel, nigga.
The reason why John Cena's character, you never hear about him from other movie, is because you can't see John Cena. No, I'm fucking it's because no, seriously, it's because they break down that. Remember, Toretto told a story in the first movie where he was in jail. He was put in jail for basically beating the shit out of a guy within an inch of his life because he clipped his dad's car, and the car went into the wall and it fucking burned him alive. So he waited till the race was done and he went to the driver.
Nigga, oh my God, son.
You remember that?
No, I mean, I remember it, but I said that now because, nigga, that's the next best thing, nigga. The next movie, they bringing the father back, nigga. He was also fucking CGI, son. Nigga, I'm telling you, in this world, Paul Walker's still alive, nigga. All this shit was a publicity stunt. They're going to bring him back.
We'll touch that on that, too. Give me a second. So, they show the scene. The movie starts with a flashback of young Toretto in a fucking, it almost looks like a NASCAR race or whatever.
Yeah.
And his father's kicking ass and he pulls into the pit and all of a sudden, obviously, because if you didn't know from the trailers, he sends another kid into the thing and they basically they basically introduce the character as a young person, whatever. And he works on his dad's motor and he tells him, do this, or whatever. And he closes the motor. Dominic's brother closes the motor and Dominic's giving his dad a pep talk and all this shit and blah, blah, blah. They do the race. The guy clips into him. He hits the fucking wall. He becomes a burnt pincho. And the fucking, whatever. And The kids take it really fucking bad. They're traumatized. And then after the race, the same douchebag that clipped his dad's car comes up to the younger brother and he starts shit. And the younger brother is about to grab a wrench and take the guy out, and Toretto stops him. And then he keeps on antagonizing, and Toretto's the one that ends up beating the guy up within an inch of his life. And Toretto goes to jail or whatever because he basically stepped in, which is funny because they make it look like we sent you to jail. I wouldn't have gone to jail if I hadn't stepped in for my brother. But in reality, you stopped your brother from doing the same shit, and then you went ahead and did it anyway. That to me was so fucking stupid. Because the way he looks at his brother, they show a scene where his Toretto's in a jail cell, and he can see his younger brother, and he's looking at him like you did this to me, like he's not blaming him, but he's like, don't worry about it. I took the blame. No, you dumb dickhead. You didn't take the blame. You picked up the fucking wrench yourself. You asshole. You stopped your little brother from doing it, and you picked up the wrench yourself, and you fucking decked the shit out of him. Like, that doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, we go on. They show, as the movie goes on, they show the reason why. They show the reason why Dominic Toretto hates his brother. After he goes to jail, he finds out, oh, by the way, this is great fucking publicity. He goes to jail, he meets Tego Calderon's, a younger version of Tego's character and a younger version of Don Omar's character.
That's
No
Ozuna?
way.
Yes. And Ozuna plays a young Don Omar or whatever.
Ozuna.
Yes, Ozuna. It's like, I don't even remember their fucking names in the movie. It's just like
Yeah, Tego and Don,
stereotypically casted Puerto Rican type A, stereotypically casted
Yep.
Puerto Rican type B. All right. So, and they're working on a car, and he tells Dominic, you shouldn't do that to the motor, because if you do that to the motor, it could cause a huge explosion. And Toretto goes, that's what my brother did to my father's car. Now I hate my brother. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, that is the
What?
reason why Dominic Toretto hates and totally disowned his brother, because his brother was the last one to work on his father's car, and that's what caused, in his eyes, the death of his father. That is the stupidest motherfucking reason.
And the
For you
sister
Can
was
we
like,
talk
yeah, well,
about-
fuck him.
So time out. No, it gets better. After
No,
he gets out
wait.
of jail, he finds them in what is, so they kind of imply that when you meet Toretto in the first movie, you know that his territory, he kind of like owns the LA underground street racing scene. That wasn't really his street racing scene. That used to belong to his brother. But since he confronts him in front of everybody, he tells him like, oh, I know what you did to Dad's car. You were the last one to work on Dad's car. And he gets nervous. He's like, now we race. And the winner owns the LA street, and the loser never comes back. So he beats him, and by punishment, he never comes back to the fucking. I was like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. for having a reason to disown a family member. Not only is it dumbest shit, but a street race, and automatically, like, if I would have lost, like, yo, I didn't kill that. Like, I fucking stayed here. Go fuck yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nigga, and but then everybody else that was under this nigga was like, oh, we got a new boss.
Or I said to myself, maybe they got it. When I was watching, I was like, okay, he's gonna lose the race. They're gonna get into like a fist fight, which occasionally brothers and sisters have gotten into, but somebody's gonna pull a wrench on somebody and like almost beat them into within an inch of their life, and that's gonna be the unforgettable thing that breaks these two brothers apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you almost fucking killed me. You know what I mean? Like, you almost took my life. Like, but no, it's a street race. It is the dumbest fucking writing I've ever seen in my life.
But one thing. Can we talk about the fact that the guy that supposedly looks like Toretto or Dom, whatever his name is, looks nothing like Vin Diesel? Like I don't know what the fuck is going on with this casting. I am
the
so
voice,
sorry.
It's all in the voice. He could pull this all sound like this. He did
No,
that. That's it.
It looks
That's the reason
so
why they
off.
Isn't he like a real skinny nigga too?
Yes.
They're kids though. They're kids. They're supposed to
But
be
the
kids.
thing
That's
is,
what-
the
that's how
only
they-
way
Yeah,
you
but
notice is
how?
him is because of the necklace. That's the only way you know it's him. Because everything else about him is so different.
So another.
I don't care if they're kids. Like, they're so different. You can see like
How
what
young
happened.
are they supposed to be?
They're supposed to be like teenagers. They're like maybe 15, 16 or some shit like that.
But they look so different. Like, even in the skin tone, man. Like,
Again, that wasn't the fucking movie was so bad. Like I wasn't even that wasn't even the thing. And by the way, there's flashback scenes. This movie jumps in time periods like every fucking couple of minutes. They don't give a fuck about continuity or how you're fucking involved with current characters. They're just like bing bang. That's it. All right. So you get to meet John Cena's character, right?
yeah,
He has these fight scenes with Vin Diesel, which we're in the ninth movie by
Oh,
now.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, from Sons of Anarchy, the Mexican one is
No.
plays the father.
No, I was gonna say the guy that plays young fucking John Cena is from Peaky Blinders, I think. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't know that.
No, what? Oh, from Peaky Blinders. I thought you were gonna say. I don't know why. I thought you said Peaky Blinders, and I thought Black Donnelly. So I was like,
Nah,
you're time jumping now. I was like, hold on. All right, let's get back to the fucking character.
Go ahead.
So, John Cena has these fucking fights with Vin Diesel, which by now we're used to because we've seen him fight with The Rock. The fights are gonna be over the top.
Mm-hmm.
But the point of this is like I want to say they're literally trying to fucking kill each other. Like they're literally not. There is at some point in the movie, I'm like, yo, you literally ran this motherfucker through a wall. Like the back of his head, you try to cave his head in with a fucking wall. Like there's no coming back from this. You threw him out a fucking window. Like you're trying to end his life. You know why he comes over to the good side? Because the motherfucker that employed him betrayed him. That's it. That's it. That's it. Literally, it took 5 seconds in the movie's climax. When he finds out, he's like, yeah, you know what? If he's up there and we got to get the satellite turned on, just kill him. That's the guy that's employing him. Yeah, just take him out. And he goes, you know why that's not going to happen? Because I'm going to kick your ass. And all of a sudden, John Cena's character, the fact that him and his brother try to kill each other, that just stays in the past. He falls off the bus. He lands on top of, I think, Jordana Brewster's car. And then Dominic Toretto rams the other side. John Cena gets into his car and they drive past each other. Like they go like this. And in 5 seconds, like they slow down. Toretto looks at him, John Cena looks at him, and they go, yo, it was like, I can't make this shit up, yo. They cannot make this up. How bad this is.
Without no explanation.
With no explanation. With no, I forgive you. With no, like, we tried to murder each other. With no goddamn event. Like, this is why, like, my whole life, like, there was a moment. Okay, there was a moment where in the trailers where they show Letty, like it looks like Dominic sacrifices himself. This is fucking bad, yo.
He falls into some water or something.
Listen to me. You know where Dominic basically sacrifices himself to save Letty, because basically what happens is John Cena calls all his soldiers in to whoop
this fucking Twilight, man. This fucking Twilight.
Listen to this because this shit is crazy. Okay, they have like a conversation, and he goes like, "Oh, you were the one that fucked up Stat." I can't believe they're actually having that conversation. He's like, "The reason why I hated you all my life was like you were the one that fucked up Stat's car, and that's the reason." It's like, if you watch the goddamn movie, no, Dominic, the reason why your dad turned into a fucking number 5 from the Chinos is because the guy that was driving the fucking thing literally clipped your dad's car. Yeah, your dad's car was overheating. It was overheating. But if he hadn't been clipped by the guy that was behind him, he would have been alive till this day. All he had to do was slow the car down and get the fuck out. So he hates his brother for no fucking reason, dude. They kick his ass, right? He makes sure that Letty stays in the secluded area. There's chains hanging from the silo roof. He takes the chains and he pulls down the motherfucking roof. He pulls down the fucking roof, and the roof caves down. The roof caves down on the bridge, on the little mini bridge. I want Nick to hear this shit. Are you hearing?
I'm hearing everything you're saying.
He pulls down the motherfucking roof with his hands from these chains.
Mm-hmm.
The roof comes down. He falls into a pit of water and spends exactly 15 minutes sinking and thinking. It looks like almost Toretto's gonna die because he starts getting flashbacks. And he's drowning. That motherfucker's been in the water for like I think he's been brain dead for like fucking 5 minutes. He's
Epoxy,
been he's been brain dead for like 5 minutes, and he has flashbacks of all this shit of his family, blah 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 blah. That's where you get filled in on everything, and then somehow he still survives that because Letty takes him out of the fucking drowning thing. But the point of all this is that was the minor explanation you got as to why they hate each other, and that's the only point in which the two characters come to terms with supposedly why they hate each other. When in the end, all they do is drive by each other like this. Like they drive by each other in opposite directions, they give each other a glance, and all of a sudden, John Cena's redeemed. He's part of the family again. And by the way, by the end of the movie, where he gets involved and they work together, he never fucking talks to them to say goodbye. The motherfucker drives off. And he never even talks to them again in the entire movie. He goes, hey, oh look, he does the 7 from the last movie. He drives away, bro.
What happened with Brian?
This is
in the end of the movie. At the end of the movie, everybody's at the barbecue, and he does the cool thing or whatever. He brings his little kid. Dominic brings his little kid Brian, and he's like, "Now you're gonna be the first one to say grace or whatever." And the little kid he's like, "Wait a second, there's an empty chair, nigga." They show a blue skyline pull up, and that's where the movie ends. Like they're implying that Brian, even though he's not with us, he's still in the fucking movie.
I heard.
Are we gonna see a CGI fucking Brian?
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, nigga. But
are we gonna see a CGI Brian in the whole fucking movie? A deep fake?
Nigga.
No, they just gotta hire his brother again.
I'm gonna be honest with you, por Dios. If you're gonna bring Brian back, you know what? Recast him. That would be so I would be creeped the fuck out if you deep faked his face onto an actor.
Again,
like, that would be a level of.
Nigga, we're talking about the 10th movie.
No, and I got news for you. The 10th movie is gonna be divided into 2.
I know, but we're talking about movie 10. That's like, nigga, that's like at the end of Harry Potter. Be like, let's get a different actor for Ron. That's not gonna happen, nigga. You can't recast this nigga this deep into the movie, nigga.
By the way,
leave him the fuck out.
By the way, I saw this movie, right? And as I'm watching this movie, I was excited to see Lucas Black, that's his name, right? Lucas Black, the actor,
yeah,
have his character come back. I was like, I don't know why. What in my retarded brain told me, like, I'm excited to see this character back. Yes, we're gonna have that character back with Bow Wow and the little fucking skinny Chinese guy that nobody knows his name. He's just Chinese character B. Han. And when I saw it, I was like, this is fucking painful. I feel old as a motherfucker. Why? Because this motherfucker looked like he had aged so badly. He looked like he had aged. So him and Bow Wow look like they have aged horribly since that last movie. And what you did was you tried to make up them. Like you put like colored their eyebrows. You try to give them the same haircut. You try to make them with makeup look so close to how they used to look in the Tokyo Drift movie that it's blatant. Like it's blatant. You don't see. They look like they're wearing masks of themselves. Like,
they don't got the superhero serum, nigga.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You could have if you would have portrayed them. Si tú lo hubiese puesto like regular, like have them with gray hairs, or ellos se ven matado, or they've not driven anymore. Like they're retired driver, whatever the fuck you want to say. I would have bought that more than you trying to be like, yeah, these are the exact same fucking characters you saw in Tokyo Drift. I was like, this is fucking horrible. Not to mention, what they do now is pretty interesting, but at the same time, it's another reflection of what the fuck this series is like. They went from drifting in Tokyo and selling stolen goods to now they work for Chinese NASA.
What the
They work for Chinese NASA. They basically test out. They
rockets?
work on like algorithms for rockets. I was like, whoa, these motherfuckers got connections, yo.
Nigga,
like,
nigga, in the fucking universe, that's the Fast Saga, nigga. Everything makes sense, nigga. There's no longer anything that's so ridiculous that be like, that doesn't sound right. After seeing what the fuck they do, nigga, like anything can happen in this fucking universe, nigga.
Not to mention another thing. If we're gonna my last tidbit, which kind of made me laugh. So I'm an engineer. I repair imaging equipment. I'm not fucking Tony Stark, but I have a basic concept of how physics work. And these motherfuckers launched a Pontiac Fiero into space, and apparently the motherfucking steering wheel works in space. Like, like I'm like, my brain, it's just a part of my brain that works breaking down shit, and it's like you launched yourself into space, and yes, fantastic. I can buy it in some sort of weird retarded way. Okay, the fucking car can withstand breaking the Earth's atmosphere and all that shit. But now that you're in space, yeah, Tej, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just fucking gun this bitch, and we're aiming at that satellite. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna break the satellite with the Pontiac Fiero. Okay, what happens is when you launch yourself into space, you have a thing called a trajectory, and there's nothing to stop your trajectory when you've launched yourself in a direction or whatever. So, in theory, what happens is if you launch yourself into space and you have nothing to guide you towards what you're trying to shoot, you should just be drifting into a fucking void. There's no way you can aim at anything because you have nothing to fucking propel or counter propel.
That's very easily explained. It's like fucking fall. It's like if you go on a diving board into a pool. While you're going down, there's no way that you could just be like, I don't like this spot. I'm fucking up. You just go
That's
straight.
fine. That's fine.
Straight.
But the fact that they fucking nitrous boosted themselves and held onto a steering wheel, and I saw them do this, I was like, I can't, bro. Like,
It's the
I
fast
can't.
saga, nigga. It's the fast, nigga.
I can't.
Nigga, did they make it into space?
Yes, they made it into space.
Were their windows down? Did they not fucking freeze? Like they were made into space in a car.
Hey, they were in fucking like diver suits. They basically look like minions in space.
Oh my god.
They basically look like minions in space. Not to mention, they actually broke the fucking satellite and still survived to tell about it.
Did they have their radio on? Were they hearing music while they was fucking up there too, nigga?
Oh, and by the way, they broke the satellite. They break the satellite, and a space station comes by and picks up Tej and the other character, just like that. They're like literally floating outside the Pontiac Fiero, going like this, and the space station is like, I think we got 2 African American gentlemen floating in space. I think we have, for some reason, we have Ludacris and Tyrese. Yes, sir, Tyrese, the guy that made his debut dancing in an Usher video. Yes, that same one. Yes, he's floating in space. He's floating in space and waving at us. Yes, pick him up.
I would have thought they would just reverse, nigga. Reverse.
I would have been like, if I would have been the United States, I would have been like, yeah, you're gonna execute those 2 guys. We can't risk anybody thinking they can get to fucking space and a Pontiac Fiero.
At the same time, my face and my expressions and everything that I'm doing right now has been brought to you by
what the fuck.com.
Why the and I believe my whole thing listening to you trying to explain the shit show, to me it sounds, I feel like
you want to watch it now. You want to go ahead, say it. It's so over the top. Now I gotta see this shit.
No, fuck that. Yo me estoy sintiendo como cuando they read the script for the first time to the producers and everything. I think they have like
no verdad. Eso, yo te voy a ser sincero. Esto fue whoever put money towards this, they took them out somewhere. They just fucking like they gave him ecstasy, and then Ludacris was like, "Yo, watch this. I'm gonna put heroin in his drink now. Watch this." They put heroin in his drink, and then somebody else was like, "Watch this. This is called like pepa negra from like Venezuela. All they gotta do is like smell this, and they'll go crazy." They threw that in his drink, and then like they fucking then they pitched them the theory. At which point,
and
like somebody
like
Vin Diesel le cogió la mano al tipo, estilo like Weekend at Bernie's. I was
fuck
yeah, make him sign it now.
Well, you explaining the movie to me. You explained the movie to me. As a producer, I would have produced this shit too, because it just sounds like Fast and Furious territory. We're gonna make so much money, it's not gonna make sense. And the average moviegoer is not gonna give a flying fuck. They're just gonna be like, "This is the type of movie you see in the movie theater." I wonder if the way we criticize this movie, like how stupid this shit is, how the characters. I wonder if like the fucking film snobs, like the Scorseses. I wonder if this is how they look at Marvel movies and shit.
That's why you know what the funny thing is. You know what the funny thing is. Like I can't have this conversation with my cousins or my cousin's husband or something like that, because the first thing No, the first thing they're gonna say is like, "Oh, excuse me, Mr. Realistic," but Thor fly into the sky with a fucking
That's what
hammer.
I'm
Like,
saying. Nigga. That's what I'm
Tony
saying.
Stark fucking saving the universe with a snap of a finger. Oh, my bad. They're gonna throw that in my face.
Nigga,
You know what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying.
But
I'm wondering if other
my
people look at
defense
it.
to all this is, you're right, motherfucker. It's unbelievable and it's inspiring. But we've been like that from the beginning, bitch. We've been like
Uh-huh.
that. We've been like that from day one. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just take these motherfuckers from
From
boosting fucking radios out of a truck into space and expect us to fucking believe
Into
it.
fucking
uh-huh.
space, nigga.
Into space. Again, the cardinal sin for me in this movie is not the fact that they do crazy shit. It's the fucking reason behind it. Like the other movies, they did crazy shit, but it was somewhat forgivable because it meshed well with the plot of the whole series. You know what I mean? Yeah, they dragged the
Yeah.
bank out of the fucking thing. They dragged the bank in Brazil, when it's really Puerto Rico or whatever.
Yeah.
Pero it was like, no sé, como que tenía a semblance of believability in the sense of the plot. This one
Yeah.
is just doing random shit that doesn't make sense in the plot. Like,
I heard there's a post
It's
credit
not
scene.
even about cars
there is a
anymore.
post-credit scene. You want to know what the post-credit scene is?
Cuéntamelo, porque I'm not gonna see the movie. And fuck that.
You see
Lo voy
Baldy.
a ver en estreno por guapa.
You see
That's how bad
Baldy.
it is.
You see Baldy. You see Chef Chelios going to work on the heavy bag. Ding ding. Who is it? We gotta have a talk. It's Han. How does that scene? Okay, escúchame. ¿Por qué esa escena tiene peso? Are you confronting the guy that almost killed you in the car? No, you're not! Because you were never in the fucking car to begin with! You were a hologram! He didn't take
Al
the kill you,
menos,
but your life was never in fucking danger to begin with, you bitch! So how is that supposed to make me feel? Yeah, it's weightless. It's weightless. You can't tell me, oh yeah, but he was still trying to kill him, but your life was never in danger. If anything, you fucking fooled him.
maybe it's a fucking ploy. Maybe that nigga's into it too by now,
Fucking
nigga.
bullshit, yo. It's
Yeah,
fucking
nigga's into
Let's
it,
get into
but
it, please.
let's get into Loki. We're already
that's
at the
been my
2 hour
fucking
mark.
rant. That's been my goddamn rant for this week. I swear to God, they've totally pissed on that series, and I would prefer if the movie didn't make a goddamn thing at the box office. If it fucking tanks and they
Gonna
send
make
them
money.
all back to fucking LA to boost fucking stereos like they were doing in the first goddamn movie.
It's gonna make money, nigga. It's gonna make money. Son.
I pray to God, you know what? I pray to God that Black Widow comes and wipes his ass with what Fast and the Furious makes.
Hey,
Le pido a Dios
Please.
que Black Widow comes and like literally uses fucking the Fast and the Furious saga as a fucking tampon for her period. And like it makes all the fucking money and takes a shit on the Fast and the Furious.
nigga, the problem with that is Fast and Furious. You can only see it in the movie theaters. You can't see it nowhere else. Black Widow's gonna be simultaneous.
And guess what? If it comes to the movie theaters and it still makes more money than Fast and the Furious, fuck Fast and the Furious.
Nigga,
Fuck
let's
Fast and
get
the
let's
Furious.
get let's get into fucking Loki. Let's get into fucking Loki.
Jesus Christ.
We didn't do last week's episode, so we gotta talk about episode
Yeah.
2 and 3 of fucking Loki. Where the fuck do we start?
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Do you remember how it started?
From I don't remember how the episode started.
Fuck, I don't remember either.
Okay,
That's,
episode
that's how
2.
good this series is. And fuck, you can't remember shit. No, I'm kidding.
I remember what happened in the episode. I just don't remember exactly how it started. It started with him fucking. It starts with Loki in front of his screen talking to Miss Minutes, talking about, "Are you fucking real? Are you a hologram?" Because he's reading
Yes.
up, like he's starting
Yes,
to work.
yes.
And that's how it starts. At what I've heard, what I'm interested in is, but later on in the episode we find out that it's fucking Sylvie, that it's Lady Loki or whatever. From what I'm hearing, is that she's probably a hybrid of two different characters, of both Lady Loki and Enchantress and shit. For Marvel, it makes sense because they've done that before. They've changed characters from
Yes and
gender
no.
to whatever. Because at one point, if she's the Enchantress, at one point in episode 3, when he calls her Loki, she goes, I don't go by that name anymore. Which means at one point,
No, she
she
blatantly
was
tells
called.
him. She blatantly tells him, "Don't call me that."
No, but she says, I don't go by that name no more. Now I'm Sylvie. And he says, oh, you changed your name?
Yeah, he goes. Yeah, I
And
heard of
So that
that's why
means
ladies.
I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that it's a it could be a combination of both in the sense of, you guys know that in multiple universes, I'm gonna put the simple list of examples.
uh-huh.
In one universe, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he actually dies instead of Uncle Ben, and then Uncle Ben becomes Spider-Man. So, in my opinion, I think she became Loki, and her name was always Sylvie. It could be that like her name was always Sylvie, and like she turned herself into Loki, and then or maybe she was Loki and then turned herself into Sylvie. You know, I think Loki did not exist in that universe as a male at all. So maybe it was her all this time, and maybe yeah, she looks different. She doesn't have black hair. Yeah, she's blonde now, and she's doing all these things. She has a broken horn, and maybe she will become Enchantress. But at the same time, we don't know jack shit.
No, fucking nothing.
Like at the same time, like when you think about it, we don't know jack shit. And there's also there's a theory going on. I think you guys shared that in the chat. I think, or I don't know who it was. I don't think it was you guys, or maybe it was other people. But I'm still gonna resend this so you guys can watch it again, and maybe we can pull it up at some point. But anyways, the thing is, hay una foto de Jane. What's her name? La jeva de Thor. I forget
Foster?
her
Yeah,
name.
Jane
Yeah, Jane
Foster.
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 Okay, there's a
Ah, with the
picture of Jane
shirt.
with the fucking shirt. Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
saw it. I saw it. I
And
saw it.
that was kind of curious,
I
and
saw it.
I like that. I
She
like
had a
that we're
shirt.
rewatching shit and
Yeah.
making sense of it.
She had a shirt with a sun that looked like Miss Minutes on it.
Yeah, and I mean, no say. Okay, at the same time, we know jack shit, and the series is very enjoyable. And um, I never thought they were gonna actually put Sylvie on and reveal all of this
Real
at the same
quick.
time. Come on, it feels off in the sense of, oh my god, they've finally given us something at the very beginning of the series. We don't have to wait until the end
Mhm.
and keep questioning ourselves. And they're making fun of us. We're making all these fucking theories, and nobody hitting jackpot.
Mhm.
This is the
Yeah.
best thing ever. Everybody's coming up with their own theories. They're coming up with pictures and bullshit. And it's like, man, like we still don't know anything, and they're
Nothing
playing
about the
us.
fucking show, and
Yeah,
that's one of the best parts of the show. The show is hitting for me on all cylinders. I love the fucking what they're doing with Loki and Sylvie,
yeah.
and every time something happens, it just leaves me asking more questions. Is Sylvie and Loki the same? At the
We've been having Mephisto since the very beginning. Nobody noticed. I'm gonna
that's
throw that
yo.
out there
I'm
because
saying,
they calling them devils, and people are like, "Oh yeah, Mephisto here and there." No, no, no. He has horns. That's why he's been calling. They've been calling
huh?
him the devil, and he's how you call it? Tricking people. Like,
That's what I'm thinking. They're on this fucking planet, and it looks like they have no way to fucking escape. And
Hey, you're
it
on episode 3. You fucking jumped already. What the
oh,
fuck?
all right, all right. So we'll go back. All right. So
episode
episode
2.
two.
Episode 2 is basically him planning the theory that the person is living, or
in apocalypses.
they're
Yeah.
living in apocalypse because that's the end of time. There's no fucking reading
There's
until
no
after
way
that.
to. There's no
Mhm.
consequence of what
Yeah,
they do.
exactly. And then they did a fucking awesome job of like introducing the characters' mind control abilities because she kept on passing her fucking personality from one
Uh
person
Yeah.
huh.
to another or whatever. Um, that episode was fucking funny. Like the third episode had a lot of things to it, but episode 2 to me was fucking hilarious. The
Oh
whole thing
yeah.
with the
I like.
clock.
I like when he tries to trick them. When they and then he's like,
Yeah.
oh, duh, and Owen Wilson's like,
He's like, no, he goes,
he's full
nobody
of
was
shit.
that
He's full of
episode
shit.
2, right? He was like, nobody move.
Yeah.
She's right outside the fucking. She's
He's
right
right
out-
outside. He's waiting for you. That's what he wants. And Owen was like, "Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more." And he's like, and then he goes, "He's full of shit. He's full of shit. Let's go. He's
Yeah.
fucking lying."
And then the jacket, he's like, you got a uniform. He's like, oh, this is an awesome jacket. He's like, in the back it says variant,
Variant.
Yeah,
so they don't lose them. Yeah, it was that episode was really funny.
it was fun. The salad talk.
Yes, that was
Oh, the
the
fucking
fucking
salad, man.
memes
The
that came from
salad.
that. Oh my god.
Nigga, that shit was fucking funny, nigga.
I
Yeah.
believe that was also what the episode where Mobius had the fucking conversation with Ravon.
That
Is
was
that right?
yeah, some shit like that.
Where he
Yeah.
basically saw a ring on the table, which isn't his, caused by a cup, and he says, "Oh, that must be your other preferred."
Oh, this is where you get the pen from. He had like a pen. And like,
Yes,
oh,
Yeah,
this
it
is your
was a
yeah.
pen.
preferred analyst.
Was that episode one or episode two? That was episode two, right?
I think that was episode
Episode two.
two. After the first
Yeah,
mistake, people that you still trust them, and they're
yeah,
sitting down
Hmm.
exactly.
talking. Yeah, he
And
was like, "I'll
then
delete them myself."
yeah,
Yeah. So
uh,
there was a
jumping
lot of
into
yeah.
yeah, no, no,
Oh,
you
go ahead,
go.
go
I
ahead, go
was
ahead.
gonna jump into the other episode because there's something interesting about that on how she they got different agents and she got Mobius, of course, and then they're teasing about somebody else, just like in WandaVision.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like they're teasing somebody else that's gonna come in and somebody that's supposed to be important and whatnot. And
Wait,
then we
Kang? You talking
learn
about Kang?
that not everybody is created by the timekeepers, although in technicality they're still created by the timekeepers. You know, we're still created by the timekeepers, like
Yeah.
godlike kind of reference. But yeah,
They're
she's
all
not there.
supposedly that's what Sylvie revealed, that they're all variants.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
It's
all
like
everybody in the timekeepers are variants. Now,
yeah.
variants of that doesn't necessarily mean like somebody was like, oh, they're all variants of Loki. That doesn't necessarily mean they're all variants of Loki.
No, I think
They're
they're variants
variants of
of
different
people.
fucking yeah.
Hmm.
Because if
But
you see, when I saw episode three, I went to my pop's house and I saw all three episodes again, and I was like, shit, there's wording that for me the scene changed the meaning. When they saw the girl, the chick from Hellboy, and
Yeah.
they finally find her and shit, and they tell me, oh, let's send her back. And she's like, no, 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 I don't want to go. It looks like she's just freaking out. But after you see this episode three and you find out she's a variant, I'm wondering if like they erased all of their memories
yeah,
because
they
she
have to.
doesn't. Yeah, so they're like basically prisoners there. They don't understand
Yeah,
why
but
they
you know,
got there.
I didn't. I when she said they're variants or whatever, I understood it. Like, remember they explained how a break in the timeline reaches a certain point where you can't reverse it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was like, what if they're all just variants from a certain point where they can't reverse it? So what they did was they time bombed or whatever, and instead of time bombing them, they were like, now they fucking gotta work for us or
you know what I'm
whatever.
saying. Then they erase their memory and shit because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
that's what I'm
remember.
saying. But their
Yeah.
timeline don't exist anymore.
Yeah,
But at the
So
same
they
time,
live from nowhere. They gotta fucking live there.
and
yeah,
that's
but
why they don't understand how time moves. And this guy's like infatuated with fucking jet skis.
No, he's those are that was yeah. I took that as like those are remnants of
Uh
from
huh.
of his timeline or whatever.
Exactly.
What they
yes,
have it what they all have in common is that none of them have met the fucking time lords.
Mhm.
but at the same
None of them.
time, think about it. Es que ahora ustedes hablando de eso, estoy tratando como que de pensar oh my god, you guys are horrible. You're making me think too much. Because like no, no de mala manera, como que
It's WandaVision
to
all
make
over
sense
again,
of it.
yo.
Yeah, to make sense of it, como que if there are people and these people, like obviamente they're people and aliens and like, pero qué decisiones en específica ellos tomaron para hacer un variant? ¿Entiendes? Like what specific
That's
what's the specific what was so bad? It could have been, oh, maybe I didn't drink coffee today, you know. But what was so bad that they took him and to become like
Unless
like
because it looks so populated. Like where the TVA
yeah, it
is,
looks
it
like
looks
a
like
fucking
it's so
sci-fi
populated.
shit.
Al menos que these are all variants or the leftovers when the multiverse when they aligned all the multiverses in one timeline. Unless all these people were
yeah,
like
but
fucking remnants
you're
leftovers.
telling me you erased all their fucking memories living in the quantum realm or other oh I said the wrong thing.
No.
Living in TVA land or whatever the fuck you want to
I
call it.
mean, if you
Give
could
me one second. Give
erase
me one
people
second.
with a
Give me one
snap,
second. No, exacto. Give me one second. What if these are just people that had nowhere to go after the blip?
I don't know. Fucking
Think
no.
about it. What if these are all people that went there before, after, or during the blip? We don't know that.
we don't, and
But
it's
what if
porque
weird.
el key
What if
point,
this space? What if this space is the blip? What if this space is the blip? And
no, ellos están diciendo,
that's why time runs differently here because when they're gonna go back, they're gonna go back exactly the way they looked for when they were blipped in.
Bro,
Yeah.
you
No aging
you
whatsoever.
just fucked me up right now, yo. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
porque piénsalo, ¿cómo
The
fue que
fucking
dijo?
blip.
Ay, puñeta,
But
¿cómo
they're
fue que
stuck
dijo?
in, a lot of people say they're stuck in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
a lot of people are saying
one
that.
thing I don't understand, and again, I don't want this to be like a controversial comment. If everything is a fucking decision based variant off of Loki, right? If everything is according to a different timeline, because a timeline is a timeline, it's decisions is what affects a timeline, right?
Hmm.
We're not talking about because another podcast had this conversation, and I was like, I need to have this explained to me.
Hmm.
Alternate universes are alternate universes, but timelines are a totally different thing. You have one universe and still have different branching timeline paths. That's the way it was explained to me, and I was like, this doesn't fucking make sense to me.
It
But
doesn't make sense to me either.
supposedly, the way I gave you an explanation, you're like, where are you fucking reading this? I was like, the forums are explaining it to me like this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If you look in a forest, each tree is a universe, and all the branches are timelines, alternate timelines. So the tree would be one universe, another tree would be another universe. They're not together, and each one has fucking branches, and those are
But
alternate timelines of each universe. That's why you have Miles Morales. Like that's why you would have like Ultimate Spider-Man or
mhm.
Amazing Spider-Man. They're not alternate timelines of each other. They're totally different universes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how is this girl a variant of Loki? Loki,
That's why I don't
Loki
understand.
can't make a decision and all of a sudden changes. Well, I don't want to say that because that sounds really bad, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like a horrible like we're not talking about gender or whatever, but like
Yeah.
it look like. Am I misinterpreting this wrong? Is it this version identifying as a female? Is this the same Loki, but he's identifying as a female?
How if that's Loki's daughter?
Don't fucking get me off my goddamn path. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to
I don't
understand because
understand.
I
I
don't
don't.
understand how
In one universe,
she
you could do that.
identifies as female, right? Am
Yeah.
I wrong to say this? She identified
Yes.
herself as female,
No.
right? No, she didn't
Yeah.
identify herself. She's gender fluid.
No, I mean, es que en este momento, if we are talking
Hasn't said
specifically
anything.
about Sylvie, yes, she like it could be gender fluid, the gender fluid thing, because that was what was written in the
Yeah.
paper, which is understandable. But we're looking at it from male Loki's point of view, which is fine.
Uh-huh.
And pero estamos viendo de que maybe this version is just female, but she in the correct term will be they feel
Exactly. Yeah.
female, so
Pero
she
no se parece a él.
she's more
The
es
other
lo que te digo.
variants
Yeah,
were spitting images of him, but they had,
exacto.
which I don't get that either. I mean, there's no backstory technically applied to those characters, but like, okay, the Lance Armstrong reference, I got it. It could have been Loki, fucking, he got on a goddamn bike and cheated. The big one,
Yeah,
like, they don't give you a story either, but that could have been like molecular. He decides to fuck with his anatomy or whatever the hell. But this is like a different, literally a physical different change of something that's supposed to be Loki. So I don't know how that's a time variance. You know what
yeah,
I
we
mean?
have to
No
see.
entiendo cómo es, ¿sabe? Cada cosa de lo que yo entendí es una decisión que causes a ripple and things to
Mhm.
change. How did
Exacto.
what decision changed the entire physical construct of this character into Loki?
Or she did it herself
I
to
don't understand.
herself.
Yeah, like I don't. That's the one thing about this character that I don't get. The rest is fucking amazing. The interactions are amazing, but I'm still like lost with the
Or
whole
the cre-
explanation.
or it's the creation of her. All right, Loki was born he's a god, but he's like a person.
Yeah,
He was born
yeah,
from
he's born.
something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So al menos que the change was their parents. Like literally, it's gonna sound
Oh, could
funny.
be that too.
It's gonna sound funny,
Yeah.
but literally, the father bust his nut at 101 for male Loki, and he held in a little tighter, bust his
No.
nut at 102. Another sperm came out, and then wow, that's their
Or
kid.
maybe his mother is somebody else. Maybe her mother is somebody else. Is not the person. Well, technically,
We
Loki's
go back to
mom.
the same thing
Yeah,
about
Loki's mom is a frost giant. Let's fucking be real here.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
So
so
maybe
they
her
go the
mom's.
same theory goes on, like Spider-Man and fucking Ben,
Okay.
Uncle Ben.
It's weird because if it sounds more along the lines like multiverse instead of multi timelines. Because for me, from what I understand, you have one timeline and the branches cause another timeline, but these niggas are there literally to cut those fucking branches down. No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what they're there for. So they don't cause another multiverse.
yeah.
I'm
But
what I'm
multiverse
trying
is
to
referring
understand.
to timelines. It's not referring
But
to universes.
but what I'm trying to understand is, so it's just been this same fucking Loki during the hundreds of years this nigga was born. He's just been like one day I'm gonna go this
So
way, and then one day I'm gonna go this way because they
you know
all
what the funny
look
thing is?
recent.
Yeah. You know what the
Lance
funny thing is
Armstrong
though?
is recent. The guy that jumped out the airplane is the '60s. Is recent. It's not like that's been hundreds of years in between.
But you know what the funny thing is? Like again, I think what the show is gonna probably fuck us in is that the show. So the TVA is basically propaganda, right? And I think the rules they're establishing or the rules they're showing us are complete bullshit.
Hmm.
Like that's all
Yeah.
propaganda. That's something set up by somebody else. Like because that's what the show is basically about, right? They're trying to control something with their own propaganda. So I think their theory about how the way the timelines work, that's not the way it actually works. That's somebody trying. That's somebody's ulterior motive
Yeah,
Yeah.
of what they want the timeline to be, not the really way that it actually works.
and they're
Like
saying,
if there's breaks in the timeline, there could be that everybody would be just fucking fine. You know what I mean? But this one entity, de a la mala quiere controlar las cosas. You know what I mean?
they're
Yeah.
saying
And
that that
that
might be
that
old man
Kang.
Loki.
What?
That it
Oh,
might not be Kang. It might be old man Loki. Because there's a
It could
British
be.
actor. There's a British actor that kind of looks similar to Loki, and he has an undisclosed role. They don't know who he plays. They just know he's in the fucking in the show, and it just might be that's fucking Loki.
It could be. At this point, again, we're in the red herring stage of like we don't know what the fuck is going on.
yeah.
It's exciting at the same time. It's like fucking like mind rattling, and you get kind of frustrated at some point. But
Yeah.
by the end of the show, it's gonna be either really good or really fucking stupid and simple. You know what I mean? But the ride is what's important. We've already learned our lesson.
Yeah.
The ride
Into
is what's
that.
important. As long as we're enjoying the fucking ride and it's fun and it's entertaining, then that's what's gonna make the fucking series. I hope they nail the fucking ending. I hope.
I
I
hope
pray
they
to
do.
God they
I've
do.
been dying for a screaming moment.
Yeah.
Like I want this show to really excite me and make me scream and you know, qué sé yo, que blew my mind off. Like,
Hmm.
pero hasta ahora
Really, you like Loki?
lo más que me ha roto así la cabeza ha sido Dora Milaje apareciendo en en Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the
I
only thing.
I've
I
loved every bit of this
yeah.
show. It's for me, and I like it. There's no negative about the quality of the show. For me, it's the future of it. It's just it's
Hmm.
giving me so much questions of where can this feels. I like when we saw WandaVision, I was like, okay, WandaVision feels like the perfect place to open up the multiverse, and then that ain't fucking happened. So now is Loki, and I'm like, now Loki seems like the fucking perfect place to break this shit open and be like, okay, this is where the multiverse starts. Now you give me my X-Men here, you give me this here, along the lines that we're going to go like, okay, Spider-Man has to deal with the multiverse. Like with all the rumors, I feel like there's no way around it. It has to do something with the multiverse. Then Doctor Strange is the fucking madness or the multiverse of madness. So
Yep,
it feels like this is the perfect place to start it. But WandaVision
exactly.
also felt like the perfect place to fucking start it. So
My
I don't
question,
know.
like
We'll
the
see.
third episode. I have a lot of questions still. Questions everywhere. In the third episode, what the fuck was the deal with when the tower fell? He fucking reversed it.
I don't think he no. I don't think a lot of people have been talking about that. I don't think he like reversed time. I think he used telekinesis because when the
Yeah,
tower was going down, a cloud came out, the cloud of dust. When he brought it back in, the dust was still there. If he
yeah,
would have
exactly.
reversed time, the dust would have went back.
Yep.
Where the fuck did he get that power?
Yeah, man, he's just telekinesis. He's just pulling shit. I don't fucking
Uh
know.
huh.
Right?
I
Where
He
he's
has a lot
throwing
of tricks in his sleeve, though.
yeah,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
I thought his powers. I thought his most powerful thing was he was just deceiving people. It's all fantasy. It's not real. Like
Oh, nigga, this nigga's hitting people with fucking shurikens and shit, nigga.
I don't.
Fucking pow, 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 nigga. So, I mean, obviously he has powers that we haven't seen yet. This nigga's been living for what, like 1,000 fucking years?
Yeah.
He's a magician. He has to have a whole bunch of shit that we haven't seen yet.
I don't
Who's to say that when this bitch went to sleep, Sylvie, he learned how to enchant her and all this shit is all in her head?
okay, you're reaching.
Nigga,
You're
you
I
don't
agree.
think that
You're
could be a
reaching.
possibility?
No, no.
How you think they're gonna get off that planet?
Okay, Loki
Because
has.
I believe he's fucking with her in the sense of the thing being damaged. I don't think the thing is damaged. I think he made that shit look like it was damage to her. Honestly, like okay, two things. I felt he's baiting her in that episode a little bit.
Es que
Like
un me-
they're both trying to get shit from each other, or they're both trying to like fucking feel each other out without like blatantly fucking like taking like killing each other. You know what I mean?
Ujú.
I think the way he showed her the broken thing was I think that's manipulation. I don't think it's actually broken. And also another thing was like there was weird fucking like sexual tension between them at one point in the
Yeah, that was
episode.
weird.
Yeah,
I was
That
like,
weird.
I was like, at one point in the episode, I was like, is this the way you deal with this character?
No,
You
I
Nigga,
mean,
want somebody
I
he loves.
believe,
You give
I
some
somebody he
believe,
narcissist,
loves.
nigga.
There's romantic
like,
love. Like he's never romantically loved anybody. So and he's so conceited. What do you give him? You give him literally himself. He's gonna fuck himself.
uh-huh.
Like
He can,
he's gonna
yeah.
like
Okay, so Loki has superhuman strength, durability, speed, agility, regenerate, healing factor, punto E, longevity, cold immunity. He's a master sorcerer, illusion manipulation, duplication casting, presence concealment, shape shifting, mental manipulation, conjuration, and last but not least, telekinesis.
There you go.
He's also a genius level intellect, master tactician, expert combatant, knife mastery, spear mastery, pilot, expert marksman.
Yeah, he's a fucking sorcerer,
So,
nigga. Like if fucking
I've
Doctor,
never
if
seen
Doctor,
that. I've just never seen that in any other of the fucking. To this point, I was just like, that's fucking
aquí hay
weird.
un ejemplo. Aquí hay un ejemplo. Loki was able to move and influence objects through will alone, akin to generating immense concussive force. During Loki, Thor, Sif, and the Warrior Three's skirmish with the Frost Giants, Loki used his telekinesis to amplify the force behind the daggers he threw, allowing them to easily shatter their shields and weapons.
there you go.
Upon
That's a
hearing
fucking
about
reach, though, nigga. Like he threw a fucking dagger. He made it go faster. He didn't stop a fucking building from falling
and
out. Like
Yeah, yeah, but nigga, if he has telekinesis and he's been alive for thousands of years, he's powerful as fuck.
escúchate
That's not
esto.
a stretch. I just don't think it was time manipulation.
Upon
It
no,
has to
I
be
don't. I agree with
telekinesis.
you. I don't know if it's time manipulation, but I was just like, that's really fucking weird.
Yeah, but upon hearing about Frigga's death, Loki in a fury clenched his fist and sent everything around the cell flying through the air and crashing into the walls, which also shook the cell violently and like a small tremor, causing the light in it to flicker like an
Yeah,
electromagnetic pulse. If you
you
guys
got
remember that part,
telekinesis.
he was yeah.
You got
So,
telekinesis.
él pudo haber roto eso si quería,
It's that.
I
pero
saw a lot of people. I
no
saw a
pudo.
lot of people talking about that specific scene. It was like
That's
this
weird.
motherfucker could reverse time. I was like, no, my nigga, that's that for me had nothing to do with time.
To me, I just
Telekinesis,
found I
he's
found
very
it very weird.
powerful.
We'll see what happens in the next episode, but
Yeah.
the interaction between them was very. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was fucking man crushing on this motherfucker hard, yo. I was like, this character's so fucking cool in this series. I'm like, oh my god. And then his interaction, they have a lot of chemistry
They do.
on video, whatever.
Mhm.
The female actress and him, or whatever. So they were giving off like mad fucking romantic vibes. I
Nigga,
was
it's
like,
just fun. It's funny that they're gonna fuck around and give us how you call that, another Luke and Princess Leia, where they kissed, they had some sexual chemistry, and they were like, y'all know y'all niggas are Targaryens, right? Y'all brothers and sisters and shit.
Yes,
Fuck
yes,
around,
yes.
son.
I don't know. There's a lot of rumors going around. There's people saying it's his sister. There's people saying that's him. There's people saying that could even be a version of Freya, his mom, or whatever. By because they keep on harping on the mom subject and how he learned from their mom and mom and mom and mom and mom. But I mean, we'll see. We'll
They're
see what
gonna
happens.
show. They're gonna
We
show.
got
'Cause
nothing but
I
theories.
seen. I saw some pictures and shit. There was like, oh, these other scenes that came out in the trailer that we haven't seen yet, and there's a little girl like dressed like Loki and shit. So I'm guessing we're gonna get some back history on her probably in the next episode.
Oh yeah, hopefully because I'm dying to see the more development porque siento que se está quedando estancada. ¿Y
Yeah,
cuántos episodios son? Seis.
say
It's 6 episodes, so they can't give her own episode. Like with only 6 episodes, they're gonna probably give flashbacks and a little bit here and there, but I don't think
Sí.
they're gonna dedicate a whole episode when they only have 3 left to her.
Yeah. Por eso digo de que they should hurry along porque yo entiendo que muchas cosas cambiaron en la pandemia, pero al mismo tiempo es como que damn dude, like we need a little bit more. Y
That's
las
why
películas
I think it's gonna kick off.
Yeah. Y después las películas hay que esperar tanto para ellas, ¿sabes? No solamente, ¿sabes? Spider-Man sale, si acaso, este año, las demás salen el año que viene. And we have nothing to go for,
I
to look forward to.
wonder.
Oh,
I
we got
wonder.
Black Widow, Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
Eternals.
Yeah,
But
pero yo estoy hablando de como que lo que está pasando con el multiverse, like
yeah,
Yeah.
because
for this
all those
year.
movies were supposed to have come out before Loki anyway. These
Yes,
were all supposed to come out last year. I'm wondering if this affects the show. What if?
No, because what if it's an animated show?
But that's what I'm saying. It's about basically what would have happened if things changed. I wonder if in some way, what if is like the stories, what happened when this character made this decision instead of doing this. If those
I can't
characters
wait.
are like variants.
I heard episode 5 of that series is what if COVID never came. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Amen to that.
All right, so damn, yo, it's fucking 3:25. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
All right, fucking yo, Fast and Furious took a lot out of us, son.
It's I.
It took a lot out of us. Like,
You don't touch that subject.
Yeah.
Might want to not touch that subject.
Fast 5, Fast 9. Jesus.
Fast 9, Jesus.
Fast
I got
9.
9 movies already, yo. 20 years. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, all right. So yeah, like always, we had a good conversation.
Yes.
And
No trailers?
holy shit, I forgot about the fucking trailers, bro.
Unbelievable, this fucking guy.
Yeah, I was about to say adios, nigga. All right, let's put this one on real quick.
This is where it all began. The story of Candyman. Local character, he walk around handing out candy to the neighborhood kids. One day, a couple of kids get razor blades in their candy. Police come around. That's when I saw the true face of fear.
Get on your knees. Hands, hands, hands.
They beat him, tortured him, killed him right there on the spot. A couple weeks later, more razor blades and more candy. He been innocent.
So he's real?
Candyman ain't a he. Candyman's the whole damn hive. If you're out here looking for Candyman, you ask me, stay away.
I feel really connected to this story.
Go on.
Right here in this neighborhood, the legend started.
Uh-huh.
And the legend is, if we say his name 5 times while looking in the mirror, we could summon him.
Summon the Candyman. Hell no.
Candyman.
Anthony, no.
Candyman.
Stop.
I don't want to get creeped out in my new apartment before bed.
Candyman.
Black people don't need to be summoning.
I dare you.
Don't say that.
Say his name.
Candyman.
You better not do that last one.
Candyman. You want to be a part of the story, right?
No.
Say his name. Candyman.
Anthony? 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 Are you okay?
Anthony.
What the hell is going on?
Anthony.
This neighborhood is haunted.
I think I made a mistake. I brought him back.
Candyman isn't real.
He chose you. He has purpose for you.
Tell everyone. New to the neighborhood.
You should say it.
Candyman.
Say his name.
Candyman!
Man, that's fucking insane. I really want to watch it.
Yeah, that shit looks crazy.
That's Jaja Abdul Mateen. That was the guy from the Get Down.
Yeah, that's the guy from Aquaman, nigga.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And
Aquaman,
the girl from WandaVision?
the girl from WandaVision, but this nigga is Dr. Manhattan, nigga.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
The Watchmen.
Watchmen, nigga, the HBO series. Yeah, nigga, that shit looks crazy. That shit looks crazy.
When's it
I've
coming
been
out
waiting
again?
to see that. August.
Oh, okay. I hope people will watch it.
I want to watch it.
That shit looks dope. I don't.
Is it
I
coming
don't
out
know.
movie theater or is it coming out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's attached to like any other company, like Paramount, Netflix, Hulu, or HBO. I don't think it is. They didn't say anything about it. If it would have been HBO Max, it would have said that shit at the very end.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Look at this one.
Here I come.
What the hell are you doing? There ain't nowhere to board a train, you damn stupid nigga.
You know, he might could have said nincompoop.
We ain't no nincompoop.
Here I come. Here I come.
Open it.
We're gonna play for you our first tune. It's called Let's Start What We Have Come Into the Room to Do. Right, here goes. 1, 2, 3.
You do know how to make a grand entrance.
I know who you are. The angel who hunts down those who trespass against him with no mercy.
You miss me?
Admit it. I'm lighting with the blam blams.
Where the fuck did that clapping track? I was like, where the fuck did who the fuck is clapping and shit? Yeah. I'm not a big fan of westerns, nigga. But this fucking cast, you already know I got the ill man crush on Idris Elba, nigga. So I'm watching that shit, son.
Rumor supposedly that Django makes a cameo in this movie.
You fucking liar. You fucking lying sack of shit. Nigga, you a lying sack of shit. Nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll fuck with you. Holy shit, Delroy Lindo. Where the fuck has he been all these years? What the
fuck? I haven't seen Delroy Lindo in a long fucking time.
Romeo Must Die, I think I haven't seen
Nigga, fucking Keith, nigga. I just finished seeing fucking, what was it? Yasuke and some shit.
Is it good?
Nigga, Keith, I liked it. It wasn't what I expected. It was like some crazy fucking werewolves and robots. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's crazy, nigga. It's nothing what I thought it was. Yo, nigga, like full on Gundam suits and shit. Niggas turning into werewolves. This black nigga was like fucking ta 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 ta, nigga. I was like, this shit was crazy. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
But the movie looks fucking dope. I don't like westerns. This shit looks dope. I like the flow of it.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I like the flow. I like the last one. I think we all seen it. Yeah.
My grandmother was right. The boogeyman was real.
It's over.
We can't hurt anyone ever again.
No one told you.
Told me what?
Somebody in there?
Michael Myers is alive.
Stop! You had a knife in your stomach.
You and Allison should not have to keep running. Evil dies tonight.
I'm not just gonna sit and watch another innocent person die.
If you track Michael's victims, that's a straight line to Michael's childhood home.
What do we do?
We fight.
Let's hunt him down.
Michael Myers is flesh and blood. But a man couldn't have survived that fire. The more he kills, the more he transcends.
Run! Go home now!
He's the essence of evil.
Do it! Do it! You want your mask? Come and get it!
I'm coming for you, Michael.
I'm hoping they finally fucking kill him.
I swear to God, I feel like this is like
third one coming out.
I feel like this is John Wick's movie, but from the side of the victims. Like this motherfucker's unstoppable. Like he can fucking do anything to him.
I like how it's flipped a little bit, and it's like, fuck that nigga hunting us. Now we're gonna go the whole town and we're gonna fuck that nigga up.
And now I'm expecting like a martial arts scene of John Wick versus fucking Michael Myers versus like 30 people with nothing but a knife. Just plop, 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 everybody.
Yeah, they made it too fucking powerful.
Nigga, there was like 7 firefighters, and one of them niggas had a chainsaw. That motherfucker would have ended up in pieces, nigga, if I was there, nigga. Like, Johnny, you look at that nigga, when he turns around, cabeza, nigga,
I just laughing. I saw the one before this. I remember like specifically where I saw the one that came out before this. I was in North Carolina at Alamo Draft House movie theater, which I fucking love that theater. And there was just, the movie was good. I'm not gonna lie, the movie was actually decent. But there was this one scene with this little black kid. And it was like it was like if the movie went into intermission, because the fucking scenes with this kid were so funny. They were so fucking hilarious that it totally like knocked out the tension in the movie for that segment. And it was the one segment in the movie where I was like, I saw in the credits, I was like, Danny McBride, we all know who Danny McBride is, right? The comedian. He wrote the script, he wrote some of the script. He
co-wrote this one too, and the next one.
Really? You know there's gonna be a comedic interlude in that movie. Because I was watching it, I was like, this is literally the part that Danny McBride wrote. Because it's so fucking funny.
There's so many fucking Halloweens. Like, I got the first one mixed up with the Rob Zombie one. Like, I don't even know what the fuck.
To me personally, the best ones are the Rob Zombie ones. I specifically remember. Do you remember when we went to go see part 2?
Yes,
we almost vomited in the fucking movie theater.
Nigga.
I've never had that happen to me ever. Ever. He fucking crashed. He crashed. No, not that scene. He crashed the ambulance. The ambulance crashed into a fucking cow, and like he took a glass shard from the ambulance and started cutting the guy's neck, and all you heard was like the carne rompiéndose, and me and Nick were literally like, I've never had that happen to me in a movie ever. All
right, everybody, I gotta do fucking compra. Sorry, I get the fuck out. It was a good episode. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, guys.